long as that orange carcass.
Everybody, welcome to What's on Joe Mind. We are a fan cast about the world of G.I. Joe. I'm your host, Mike Irizarry, and let me be the last to wish everybody out there in our viewership a happy New Year. Because really, New Year's is kind of a junk holiday, right? It's not just me.
I had a good time on New Year's.
I mean, sure, but you're an IU football fan. This is like the second coming. This is almost the rapture.
I appreciate any holiday that gets me a day off work.
Right. Like really, we don't have enough holidays, so wherever we want to sprinkle them in there. But yeah, I mean, out of all of them, New Year's is one that lacks some punch, right? Like if it wasn't for flipping a calendar, it would just be Arbor Day.
Oh, there's the Rose Parade.
I mean, Arbor Day has slid enough to the point where we have almost taken it over as What's on Joe Mind Day.
It's down to us and Charlie Brown. And Charlie Brown hasn't paid attention in a while.
No.
He's got a grudge against the kite-eating tree. So
look, the Charlie Brown Arbor Day special is sneakily one of the best ones in the entire run. So no arguments, okay? He's trying to pitch with the tree planted in his pitcher's mound. It's beautiful. It's one of the best of the bunch. But joining me here in the top row, he's back to work for some time now, and they haven't stabbed him yet. It's Racktime Rob.
They haven't stabbed me yet, but nature's tried to get me sick. So
That's true. Racktime Rob missed work last week, which is something that's like Halley's Comet type occurrences there. That does not happen very often. The man is a work animal. Whereas I'm at the point in my life where I'm jaded enough where if I get the faintest sniffle, I'm thinking, should I call off? but I generally don't. But it's the thought is there. Racktime Rob, he like his arm falls off at the shoulder and he's trying to go to work. And in the bottom row from Articulated Points, Phil Donnelly. Round of applause.
hello. Hi.
Phil, what's going on the old channel this week?
Well, we put out an Articulated Points video about the new Super 7 Back to the Future Reaction Plus figures that Patrick took a look at. So after this is over, you can go over there and check it out, and then we both get the views.
That's right. Well, of course, we had to find out about this secondhand because Phil can't send us a note. Hey, plug the damn show. But whatever.
it took me. I mean, that's how bad I was feeling this weekend. I was looking at that video and just going, "Oh, geez, somebody's looking at some Back to the Future figures. That's nice." And it took me 2 or 3 times, like scrolling by to go, "Oh, wait a minute, it's Phil." That's who.
Yeah, you know that guy. It's Patrick. It's on Luke Picard.
The videos go out when they go out. We try to make it once a month. We slipped a little on December. So
no. That's not a criticism of you guys. That's a criticism of my mental state.
Yeah, no, that's not the part of it he's joking about, Phil. It's evergreen content is evergreen content. Who cares when it comes out? Who cares when it goes away? Not the point. But yeah, it's no, can't send us a heads up. Hey, new episode. Look at this. No, we gotta find out from drug-addled Racktime Rob.
Hey, when you share it a few days after, that gives it a little secondary bump. So we don't want to, blow it all in the first hour.
I guess. I mean, I can ignore you for a week if that's what you want, Phil.
As long as it gets shared eventually.
Jeff Butler puts something out. I get an immediate heads up. That's all I'm saying.
I just Sunday, didn't want to bug you on your day off.
When I check my DMs notifications are turned off, Phil. I check them when I check them. So, Michael Gene Fleming, shouldn't you be subscribed to Articulated bell icon rung so you get notified directly? I am subscribed to Articulated Points with the bell icon rung on one of my 2 accounts, not the one that goes through to my phone. So the What's on Joe Mind channel is subscribed with the bell thing going, but that's not what ticks my phone. So
tragic. We're subscribed to our channels.
Well, again, I'm subscribed with both of mine, but the bell, like nobody has I don't have the bell on my own channel. Phil.
To be fair, neither do I.
Right. I don't need to know everything immediately from a fan standpoint, but from a co-conspirator standpoint, it's good to know. Where I can get on your PR train. I can give you some free run, whatever it may be. Like at this point, if you're subscribed to one of our channels and not the other one, what the hell are you doing? Like you're here every month. It's almost like you're part of the cast anyway, but whatever.
An extended family. I'm the weird cousin.
Yeah, in a world full of weird cousins. And we have many weird cousins, from the aforementioned Jeff Butler to James Booth to our, any one of our regular co-hosts. Mark Gerwig took his turn starring in shorts over the past month. So he got his handshake story with George W. Bush out there. I watched it like 4 times just because I love hearing him talk about getting a handshake from George W. Bush. It's in my head every time I get a handshake. He kept like he was talking about it an hour later. It was still, the story is that fresh in his mind, even to this day. Bart Simon asks, is Phil is What's on Joe Mind's cousin Oliver? I don't know about it. He didn't kill the show, so
yeah.
I'm more like Snoopy's cousin in the desert.
Spike, is that his name?
Yeah,
that's his brother.
Yeah.
Well.
So,
cousin it.
If you were cousin Oliver, I'd say you were killing the program. But while you have not, your presence has not accounted for a huge boon in popularity.
It's not a net negative. That's
you haven't killed us either. So any death is still self-inflicted. Nowhere Manchild in the audience tonight. Weird cousin here saying hi. Yeah, see, he's there. He lets me know.
I think cousin it's a good comp. Nobody goes to the Addams Family. Oh, it's a Cousin It episode. Wow. It's more like, oh, hey, Cousin It. All right.
Question from our long run-on sentence title there. Bitey, Back to the Future Super 7 figures, guys. I have not yet. I'd kind of like to. I just haven't thought about it yet. Those look kind of neat, and Back to the Future is one of those nice one-item collections.
There was the DeLorean that was at Target 2 years ago that would have fit these Super 7 figures, and I missed out on it. I'm kicking myself that I can't find it again. Because I think I'd want to secure one of those before I got the Super 7 figures.
Sorry.
Mm-hmm.
I've got one of the scale, but you cannot fit legs in there.
Well, that's a nice thing. You just unscrew the back and just
just unscrew the legs even. You just leave the O-ring and the T-bar in there. Little nubs. Anyways.
It's a little morbid for Marty to be in there. Oh God, Doc! They got my legs.
He's short enough.
Doc.
He's short enough, right? But yeah, if there's ever if there's a set that I'd be willing to pick up, Back to the Future is pretty limited, so it's got appeal. I'm not interested in starting another line where there's 2,000 characters. No. I've got enough. I'm already in on on Joe, of course, and we've got their progenitors that we have covered on our show many occasions. I'm in for them, and that's kind of like I can't add anymore. No more.
The Universal Monster ones are tempting also.
So everybody tonight, thank you for tuning in. We do have as our main event this evening the top 10 G.I. Joe items of 2025. So that is coming up later in the show. Be sure to stay with us for that. In the meantime, if you like us, be sure to do all those cool YouTube things. Hit the like button, hit the subscribe button. Leave a big boy comment down below, and we will we'll hopefully continue to grow, or at least tread water the way we have been since, I don't know, like July.
Hey,
I think July is when we hit 1,500.
It's not treading water; it's consistency.
Right. We've bounced between 1510 and 1530 since July. So maybe we can spread the word a little more. Maybe we can boost that up a little bit. Get us in the faces of all your other friends that collect G.I. Joe. Maybe that.
Hey, look, if that's an SAT score, we're Ivy League material.
Right. I mean, Lord knows there's crummy G.I. Joe channels springing up all the time. Might as well spread a good one, right?
No comment.
Phil does not agree. Phil does not agree.
I neither agree nor disagree. I'm neutral on this matter.
But anyway, as we do have our big top 10 list. Oh, you know what? Before real quick, everyone will notice eagle-eyed back there. The Doug Dello Christmas tree light ornament is on, and in all of its splendor. Behind me, it's on about half power right now. We go full power there. And I'll turn off my light. That's the only light in the entire apartment on right now, and it's pretty bright. So this thing's been on just about every night. I will turn off all the other lights and just have this going at some point. I have continued to play with it since the week before Christmas. So thanks again, Doug. I just want to make sure we got a shout out on the live show here. Let me toddle that back down. Let me get down to 10%. So maybe you can read the letters on there a little bit better. But yeah, it's just the Christmas tree logo with neon outlines. If you really need to see it, I can't get enough of it. Thank you again. But
now, Doug, Mike's going to need one of those for every other major holiday, so we can keep seasonal.
What I would need I need to, and there's a coupon that came with it, so I might get it on my own. I might get the the almond tits neon light going. And that's Ragtime Rob coughing because that's going in his apartment.
Yeah.
No, it's not happening. Maybe once I get Backpack Face done, maybe we'll get that one in neon.
Backpack Face.
Anyhow, we got a lot to get to tonight. Let's roll into the rest of the program. And that includes, I don't have it set up yet. Where is it? Where's my buttons? That includes the news. The lag is real on this side, folks. So if I look like I'm waiting, I'm just waiting. First news item. How's that again, Rob? We are having we're having a doot problem here. Technical difficulties. Rob, one more time. Give it one more shot. Yeah, nothing seems to be working. It's an emergency. It's time to break glass.
Hey!
First news item.
I had that one stuck for about, 10 months.
Make yourself a decongestant, man.
I don't even know where I am. You seem like some friendly gentlemen. Perhaps I shall pull up a chair.
Or three.
Yes, that is our first item. We're going to blow our own horn. The Honcho is back, ladies and gentlemen.
Oh, man.
Woo!
And I got more hair. That's great.
Look at the majestic flow on the Honcho.
Right?
Majestic flow. Counting on Staff Sergeant C-Nugs to kill some orcs for you.
He's doing a good job.
Right? I'm getting you. I'm kicking rack time at Rob out of the top row.
Oh, look, I'm back.
Hey, no.
Grandfather did.
That's right. The Honcho, man. He's just a shiftless layabout.
Staff Sergeant C-Nugs is doing such a good job. He'll probably get laid off. I'm just saying.
Oh God, I have so many things I want to go off on about now, but I'm just not gonna.
No. Look.
Mark, you have the floor, man. Whatever you have a hearty hello for the viewers. What you've been doing with the last 10 months?
I mean, I'm so glad to be back, and I appreciate. I had a somewhat abrupt departure, but I spent most of last year moving into the new house. Huh? Ooh. Oh, yeah, right. Back there. What's on the table? That's the Ricky Henderson Bible. So some night when we have technical difficulties, we will page through hundreds of Ricky Henderson cards. Not tonight. I launched Eternal Baseball Season 6. Check that out, eternalbaseball.com. Coached varsity soccer in the fall, which is I adore. Coached my daughter's team in high school. We're in Massachusetts now. We only moved about 5 miles, but legit behind, enemy territory. So here I am in Seekonk. It's a real city. And then I don't know if it's the.
I don't believe you.
Yeah, no, it was named after the sound geese make. Legit. I'm not making that up. Why would you make that?
I believe you.
Yeah, Seekonk. Okay.
Quahog is a better name.
That's not bad. And just to make sure there's no speculation or wondering, my last day at Valaverse was on Black Friday last November. They're going in a different direction, and I made sure to leave well. And after a little reflection, I decided that's probably it for the toy career. It's a little bit hard to chase these days without moving around the country. I love working on McFarlane Sports Picks, Transformers, G.I. Joe, Action Force, but that's a shrinking industry, getting to be a bit of a young man's game. So I'm stepping away, going back to school. Time to get another master's degree. I told my wife she has to call me Dr. Weber, and she said it doesn't work like that. I'm like, whatever. Stop bringing me down.
You got to with that, Mark, because she's going to do it, but only when she's got a problem.
I mean, I've never been the smartest one in this marriage, but soon I will be the most educated. So I appreciate that.
Like, only going to call you Dr. Weber when she is pissed.
Yeah, that's probably fair.
Right. Like,
I don't know if it gets me called.
Yeah, you're going to get your wish, man, but you're going to wish you hadn't.
Be called a doctor with just masters, but I do think you can be called Master Weber.
Double master. Thank you very much.
Yeah.
But yeah, so I'm going back to school for a little over a year to earn my master's degree in, tell them, Rob, elementary education.
Wow.
So there you go, with the goal of meeting my first class of students in fall 2027.
Wow. So sadomasochism is what.
The funny bit was I chased this toy career for a long time. And then I realized that the industries I chose to get into in my life, in order, were video store, movie theater, radio, and toys. So boy, I can pick them.
So now you're coming for mine?
No. Now I'm looking to get into TV aerial repair, antenna repair.
Oh, good.
I think that's going to be big.
Mark, I think there are big things coming for NFTs.
That's a good idea. Yeah, I'm excited for that.
Look, all I know is vinyl made a comeback, so you never know.
I guess that's fair. But everybody's got to go to school. So, and between between job opportunities over the last decade, I've been filling in as a substitute teacher at my kids' school. And man, when it's going well, there's almost nothing better. When you see a whole pile of excited second graders running to the classroom, and just like it's a hallway full of potential. So I'm digging that, and I want to get some of that. And it's I think I was resistant to it for a long time because I didn't think teaching should be anybody's second choice or fallback or career pivot. But the more I thought about it, I think maybe I'm just kind of getting where I was supposed to be, and I'm looking forward to it. So there you go. But it didn't. I'm not sour. I didn't sour on toys. Like I didn't buy any less this last year, and I love being back on the air. I appreciate you guys letting me back in for a small fee. So
right.
It is really good to be back. I miss you guys. I miss the fans. I'm excited to be here. You can tell by my voice. And welcome to the new man cave, by the way, my first ever.
So is it a cave literally? Are you under the ground?
Yes, I'm in the basement.
All right, that's how it should be.
Yes.
That's how
I got a door. I got my own heating system. I got 400 cans of pork and beans, just in case.
You never know.
Yeah, just in case this whole
Fake
Venezuela thing doesn't work.
Do you have a fake wall you can drive the Markmobile out of?
That'd be nice, right? No, but I have a mini fridge just packed with soda. So
you gotta. What you also got to do, you got it with the pork and beans. You have to get the butter beans, just for the days where you're trying to lighten up a little bit.
Oh, I thought you said so I could knock him out whenever I get frustrated.
Gonna turn into that scene from Blazing Saddles.
Yeah, that's it.
Well, he did say he has his own ventilation system.
But,
And
we have managed to stun the home audience with your appearance tonight.
the big change, and this is about how much my life shifts. When the cat is down here, he will now be on this side instead of that side. So there you go.
All right. So at least we'll know what to expect.
And
I don't know
poor
if I
Colin,
can deal with that.
poor Colin has gotten older and fatter. And the last time he tried to jump up to the desk, he got front rimmed and fell backwards and landed really on his hip. And I felt awful. So now when he shows up, I actually get out of the chair so he can do a Mario double jump.
Right.
So there you go. That's the big changes around here.
A stand and salute from Andrew Gauguin.
I'm digging. I will take that. Absolutely.
Do we have to stay
if you thought it's going to be like the good old days, it's all new, baby. It's Alpha Web, right? I'm here to dox some other hosts because I hear that's the thing now. When I've completely run out of ideas, I'm just going to dox somebody. Haven't decided who. But yeah. Big
Bert Conley.
Alcord with perhaps tonight's comment of the night. There's the big scary grandpa energy.
Yeah. Let's not put me in grandpa category just yet. But I had a second grader tell me this week that I'm not a redhead. So
how does he figure?
It was girl, and if anyone wants to adopt her,
right,
just let me know.
Apparently that's been done already.
I can make the arrangement. Let me just say, it's a hard knock life for her.
It must be time to wrestle the big meat.
I'm not sure I like that, but I'm down with it.
Sure. Greg Augustin giving Rob credit for the mute decoy. No, sir. No, sir. That was your host. That was your host setting that one up. Thank you so much.
I did throw. I can't get the mute off in my comment. So.
Yeah, that's to make up for every time the lights went dark in a wrestling arena over the last 10 years, and they turned on and you went, right?
Oh,
yeah.
It's the Ultimate Warrior again.
Oh, okay. It's Andrade again. Yeah. Okay.
Didn't we do this? Like, no offense to Andrade, a fine performer, but it just felt like we had been there before.
I liked when they brought him back before his non-compete was over, So they brought him back, and then he disappeared for 4 more months. And then they did it again. Like, play the hits, I guess.
We wrote
contractual obligations.
We wrote this perfectly good script. It'd be a shame to throw it out.
Right.
Oh God, I'm tangled up. I got so many wires. Jesus.
So what I missed? Did I miss something? No.
Yeah.
I went to Disneyland a few times.
Yeah.
I'm sure.
Some people bought some toys. I don't know what type.
The longer we keep that comment up, the more I think Phil is a Giants fan now.
Right. I want Greg to wallow in his shame.
That's fair.
With the rest of us.
Diana Davis, look, if Rob is a teacher and Honcho is a teacher, Mike, Phil.
Yeah.
Look, Mike's career is going so swimmingly. Maybe we'll have an announcement someday.
Yeah. I can walk you through it.
I'm the son of a teacher. I know what they went through. No, thank you.
Horse whips, promising.
The trick is just to lean into the decision. I like to think of the toy industry as Gunther and me as John Cena, just smiling and going, yeah. That's probably about time. Yeah.
That's all right, man. Hey, look, so many folks enter that arena and they don't get to do half of what you did.
I appreciate it.
So you don't we're not going to sit here and feel bad for the Honcho, because man, you got to run one of the most popular toy brands of all time. You got to work on the most popular toy of all time. You hit the height, man.
I'm not mad. I think I'm just done. So there you go.
We gotta get you on the convention circuit while you got time.
Right. Every once in a while there's a really dedicated Transformers fan. And every time my birthday comes up, he posts up about happy birthday to former Hasbro brand manager Mark Weber. And I always write back and tell him thank you. And he says, no, thank you. It's my joy to be able to trade messages and be in contact with celebrities like you. And I'm like, oh. No.
$5 an autograph.
Yeah,
I mean,
there you go.
Start turning that valve to get the air out of your head, and
right. I mean, if I'm a celebrity, what's Frank Stallone, right? Like,
wow.
What's Eric Roberts? Yeah.
Or Don Swayze.
Yeah, come on now. Woo.
Or Martin Sheen's brother that was in that Mystery Science Theater werewolf movie.
Sean Russell, since it's return night, I'm back too. Well, welcome back, Sean Russell. It's good to have you.
All right.
Have you, brother.
He's been hanging out with John.
Floating in the comments too.
He's hanging out with John Cena. I heard that.
Gene Fleming with the question of the night: is this a permanent return or is this just a guest shot tonight?
First off, I don't know who the Honcho is.
Honcho.
Hey, El Honcho.
ESPN 8. He's the
host. That's what Honcho is in Spanish.
Yes.
El Honcho.
El Honcho.
Yeah.
I think that's
look, man, everybody who's ever worked with me, anybody who's ever been near me knows I don't do anything half-ass, right? So I am in it to win it. Let's go.
It's the whole ass.
The whole ass.
Yeah, I'm gonna need 2.
We keep asking him to put it away, but
no, I'm too sexy. I'm too sexy.
You want to know why the show is late starting tonight? That give you an idea.
Yeah.
They're gonna demonetize us, Mark.
Yeah, I'm on.
With all those baked beans, Mark, do you have a can opener?
I'm gonna open a can right about now. How's that? Yeah.
There you go.
Popeye style.
No, you just pop it open and drink that. That's how it goes.
If you sat there with an open can of beans and a spoon for every show, like Dial Tone did in that one episode, then I promise you 2000 is happening very soon.
Where's Dial Tone from, by the way?
Eugene, Oregon.
Oregon, or you wouldn't bring it up.
First Joe from Oregon. That's right. Who's the second Joe from Oregon?
Desert
it's
Fun?
what's his face, isn't it?
What's his face? That's not it. That's worse than fumbles.
Oh, it was
What's his face flew the stealth fighter.
yeah.
Yeah. Night Fox. Come on,
That's
man.
it.
He's from Bend, Oregon. He's Jamaican.
Oh dear.
He could be.
I'm too
Right
far.
back on it.
I'm in the live comments for a minute. Hang on.
And let's be very clear.
Jim
The
Smith
horns,
here,
the horns aren't mine.
watching. Thanks, Jim. Appreciate it.
Oh, what a shot. Though, let's be very clear. They are not the Honcho's horns. They are not the Bend, Oregon horns. They're just horns.
Oh, watch out, Target. He's back.
Yeah, no, not a Target. I'm not. I actually picked up an order from Target because I didn't order it. It was my wife's order. Look, she can do what she wants. And I was being a helpful husband. So I actually was in a Target parking lot the other day. And when the guy came over, he said, "Hey, how you doing, sir?" And I'm like, "Put it in the car, jackass."
Oh, chit chat.
Yeah. Is everything there or did you take something back? Jackass.
But he handed you a $5 gift certificate, so it made it okay.
Yeah, right. Which I gave to somebody.
Firefly, since you're a teacher now, is this the Welcome Back Weber episode?
Yeah.
You know, had I known that was the case, I did not ask Mark about I did not know his future plans going into this. I found out with the rest of you just now. Had I known, oh my God, we'd have been all over that.
Yeah.
Everybody
you guys-
go on your computer and start playing the theme song to Welcome Back Cotter. That way we can all get the vibe and not, get demonetized.
Yeah. you guys can't do this homework. This homework's too hard. Horshack doesn't have to do this homework.
It's okay. I got a note.
Mark missed the definitive 1992 figure tier list, or did he? That's the question, Mark. Not really. No, not really.
92 was a big year, I think.
For me to poop on, I believe is the next.
Yeah, right. Exactly.
Sorry, I'm going through live comments. So
It was a big year for live action G.I. Joe.
Brian Fabian with the question of the generation here. So Mark is back. Where's the Jamaican horn music?
Is that Jamaican?
It's Oregonian. It's the sound of Mark's people.
It's Jamaican me crazy. How's that?
The official theme song of the Oregon Ducks.
Right. And all their colors. Not to short sell my own thrilling return, but we're now like 41 minutes into the show. I don't think we've done anything yet.
We're only a half an hour in.
Yeah, whatever. Feels like 41 minutes.
We still got a whole show ahead of us.
Yeah. More to come. Yeah.
Look, man, as soon as you showed up, Mark, people knew that we were going to go long. So it's fine.
Yeah, that's fair.
I mean, it's the top 10 of the year would go long anyway.
Look, man,
Just makes it even
I'm a Steelers fan. I haven't seen anybody go long in about 3 years. So
3-4 years. Yeah.
Yeah, let's see it.
Next news item.
What is that?
I think it was Phil trying to be funny.
I toyed with the idea of doing a Zarathustra dude. So I could, but I thought it would be too long. I was going to go dude, 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 dude. Maybe it would have worked. I don't know.
Maybe.
I'm rusty. Here, let me run the rest of the show. We'll be out by 10.
Yeah.
Here's your last 3 dudes. Moving on.
Probably. We'll get Troy McKee on the line. But that was 45 minutes with a guest.
Woo!
Oh, on.
Yeah.
Tight 45.
Back on December 19th, just after our last show of 2025, some digital renders popped up online from the fine folks at Hasbro. We could see the Saw Viper in his winter gear. We could see the Steel Core in his winter gear, and the subtly renamed Drift Viper, which I I dig the idea because you're not a night viper dressed in all white. That's not what you are. So Drift Viper is thumbs up from what's on Joe Mind. But these guys, it's fine for what they are. What do you guys think?
Yeah, I like the scale core. I kind of want to get all the scale core figures, so this is kind of just a buy for me anyway.
I'm trying to be more positive, right? Because there's enough negativity out there.
Lord knows.
So I'm going to get all three. I think Drift Viper is amazing. I'm totally down with that.
Right.
I like Temu Cyclops over there. He's not bad. And I like how, I don't know if this is a collaboration. I like that the steel core apparently comes with a Lego brick right over the belt. That's pretty cool. So, and no extra charge, I don't think. So
you can attach other stuff, right?
That's a good idea.
Give them a different.
You're going back to the rule.
And he comes with a gas mask in case I have to break into my hoarding supply down here. So he's well prepared.
Break into the bean larder.
In case a lunch of butter beans is followed up with a dinner of pork and beans.
Yeah, but I'm down with this. They're going very Arctic next year to go around the snowcat. So all right.
Absolutely.
If the basic rule, I think we all subscribe to this. If you don't like it, don't buy it, right? And
right.
If you think these are kind of lazy, redone, repaint kind of things, okay, but replace them. Tell me what's better along the same construction, right? Because this was never going to be, Burnout and Heart Wrencher versus Hardball, right?
Right.
So
this is not something intended to set the world on fire.
Yeah.
So it's okay that it doesn't.
Yeah, buy it if you want it. If you don't, pass. I think it looks pretty cool.
So those Arctic Troopers will be released in a 3-pack.
You can throw Drift Viper in the cockpit for the Arctic Hiss and really change the meaning of his name.
Right. So if you're buying one, you're buying them all. This was revealed on the Adventures in Collecting podcast back on December 22nd. I have no link because they don't link us either. There will be some all new characters in the line in 2026 to be one Joe, one Cobra.
Oh,
and they alluded to accessory packs, which says to me that, they're probably going to do accessory packs.
Are they all going to bend in the middle?
Let's hope.
You can fit more in the pack that way.
There you go.
And then we have a name-only reveal, TJ Bang.
Shebang.
Or T-Bang, or I don't know how to pronounce that. There you go.
I'm trying to think if there's a name I'd be less excited about, and I think the answer is no. No, there isn't.
I think I'd be less excited about Dojo, but only marginal.
Oh,
4 weeks ago.
Jinzu.
4 weeks ago, we did the 1992 definitive list, and I did nothing for Shebang, nothing. And then this happens, and it was like the universe is telling you have to make this right. You have to do the Shebang graphic, just so we don't sing the song. Let the professionals sing the song.
That was a 2014 figure, right?
That is the limit. The limit of my ability as an animator right there.
I guarantee you that.
I think I first saw that future for that figure when I took that photo 11 years ago.
I think it was 16. I don't think it was 14. I think it was 16.
I guarantee you that guy's coming after us.
No.
Legally, that guy's coming because he's like, I need to get paid for that clip.
We're in at 5 seconds though, so
I ain't got paid a long time.
5 seconds.
Is it weird to me that they announced all new characters because, like, they know that's exciting? Then they go, "Oh, and by the way, touch a bag," right? Like,
well, he's not going to overshadow a new character.
Tell me you didn't quite get it without telling me you didn't quite get it. pretty slick, sketchy.
I love it.
Maybe he'll come with a sound chip.
The universe told me that I had to do that. You understand?
He had to. No choice.
I had to do that. Oh God. There we see. Doug Dello, he understands. Quality video. What's
High
the joke?
quality.
So
Maybe we're lucky and it'll stay a name-only reveal.
look, man, there's some folks that are really fired up for Ninja Force. I'm not really one of them, but hey, if that's your thing.
Look, Firefly 128, man, he's got this one dead on. No.
Greater
No,
than bang.
The second one. Because I bet you.
Yeah.
That's it. Salute.
It's gonna end up at Shemax.
Like I said, we're gonna be nicer this year, but we're still keeping it real.
Look, funny's funny. It's just
Yeah, and lousy's lousy. So there you go.
Oh man, it's
Hey, and I should know. I used to be in the toy business.
Right. I feel like if Shebang had come along in a cluster of names, where it's fine. If you're gonna release one name and that's it, that's a wet fart right there.
That's the guy you put between Snake Eyes and Scarlet in the Ninja Force 3-pack. And you're like,
all right, he's got to go somewhere.
we put out a guy like this. When we put out a guy like this in our NBA line at McFarland, because we were required to make every team over a certain amount of years, we would put it out knowing that it was a steaming turd in a clamshell, and we would slice that production run down to next to nothing. And then Knicks fans would come online and go, even I'm not buying a Zach Randolph. And I say, because Randolph was already sculpted and the Knicks were terrible, so that's just paid. And I'd say, hey, if you leave one on the peg, I guarantee it won't be there long. Because Zach Randolph was actually expensive for a little while, because all those completists couldn't find it, because we knew that was shelf warmer, but we were required to do it. You aren't required to do this.
Yeah. I mean, I guess somebody needs to be the dead body in your slice and dice display, right?
Wow.
Might as well be.
If your action figure comes with, it's like when I went and saw the first Dune movie in 84 or something, and they handed me a glossary of terms going into the movie to read in the dark, I guess. And I'm like, this doesn't feel like Star Wars anymore.
Yeah, that's a dense watch when you're 10 years old.
It's so bad. But to make up for it, the new movies are bad too. But
shots fired.
Not really. But if your action figure needs a pronunciation guide, no offense to Kirk, who's a legend, but you have failed as a marketer.
Right.
If you need a pronunciation guide, come on.
All right. So three pack of Arctic figures. And all that coming your way with new characters somewhere in 2026. Stay tuned. Next news item.
Do shebang.
The folks at Haya still busy. We got some images of the new roadblock that's coming our way. He's fine. He's like the classified roadblock, only smaller. Just the way the rest of the Haya line's been. If you dig Haya, you should dig this. It looks pretty cool for what it is. He's got his big 50 cal. He's got the ammo belt. He's got his sidearm. He's got his knife. He's got a couple of extra hands for two-fisted hard fighting action. It's roadblock. He's about $30. He'll be you'll see him next year. Mark, you look like you have thoughts.
I mean, I love the high line. Like I think I'm complete on it. So it will be here. Even the bad Tomax and Zaymot shoulders are rubbing shoulders over there on the shelf. What I get about this is, man, when I worked on Transformers, they would say I'd come down for the photo shoots, the packaging photos, to make sure he was transformed correctly, right? And or make sure Scarlet had the crossbow in her right and correct hand. But I'm just looking at this and I'm like, I hope to God they didn't call the marketer down and have him go, no, that ammo belt's pretty good. Because I mean, I know it's not. Is it supposed to? It's supposed to draw from the backpack, right?
Yep.
You
Maybe
would think
it's not, and like no bullets have been fired, right? Like,
right,
okay,
right. I mean, from the looks of it, it doesn't look like that's possible.
No, I'm just saying either attach it to the backpack or set it up so it's just feeding off the ground, right?
Right.
But don't put it halfway through like a friggin' Hulk Hogan mustache, right? Like, Jesus, that isn't even know your brand. That's just don't be stupid.
That's a no basic machine gun physics.
What are you doing?
I don't know. But regardless, Hiya Toys, keeping busy and keeping you looking well forward on your calendar. Again, around $30. They've got it for $27 on their site. It's probably going to be a little bit more if you're buying it here in the States, because tariffs. It's going to save our economy,
Yeah.
And you'll see it next winter.
And you can fit Roadblock's head inside his hand, which is exciting.
What do you think, Phil?
I'm always appreciative of the Hiya figures, so I'm glad they just keep pushing them out. And it does look like a pretty good roadblock to me. So no complaints here.
Looks fine. Rack time, Rob. Anything to add?
No, not really. It's fine.
I'm not huge on Hiya, so I don't see the point. But there's people that really love them, so I'm glad they're taking the time to do these things reasonably well. More Joe is always good, right?
This is Project 3.75, right? That we heard about.
No, it's
no.
It's not it.
Oh.
It's not it.
I must have missed the follow up on that.
Yeah. I think we all did.
I
think we all did, unless you're like Carson or Troy. I think they have it figured out.
That's it.
I'm still trying to get free promo shit from either one of them. Nothing worked.
No?
Nothing. They know you too well.
Yeah. They know I'm broke but not destitute. Bastards. Next news item.
Oh no.
These are some images that leaked out earlier this month from a gentleman on Instagram. He does not have these on his account anymore. Playmates asked him to pull them down. We don't care. But it's the long awaited by some Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle G.I. Joe mashups. Which, again, I mean, they mash up with everything else, so might as well. I'm not in for any of this, but I was kind of insulted that it hadn't happened. Now, mind you, caveat on this one, the world geopolitics as they are right now, these might not happen. These are images that they're used at Playmates, but this might not actually wind up being a thing because of trade embargoes and what have you. So big grain of salt as to whether or not this actually goes through. But what you saw there in the image was Snake Eyes Leonardo, Shipwreck Michelangelo, Dial Tone Donatello, Roadblock Raphael. Then you had a Cobra Commander Shredder, a Destro Krang. Buzzer and Ripper were Rocksteady and Bebop, respectively. There were other images that showed off an Awe Shell Striker with April, and then a Turtle Ram Cycle, which just looked like a very green ram, and a Turtle Fly Chopper, which was a take on the Dragonfly. And they were pretty cool. For what they were, they looked all right. Again, no guarantee these are actually going to happen at this point because of the mess as far as getting things from the Far East to here. My one big question is, how do you go with Awe Shell Striker when Awesome Striker is right there?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'll tell you how. The same way you go Snake Eyes, Roadblock, Shipwreck, Dial Tone. What?
Look, man, I can appreciate them at least trying to get Donatello mashed up with a techie guy.
I guess.
I understand the thought process. I don't know if I picked Dial Tone either.
Couldn't they have done mainframe and then made the figure like half the size for canon?
Right.
Oh dear.
As we know, mainframe, famous runt of the G.I. Joe.
Yeah, little tiny guy. Now Playmates lost the Turtles license, right?
That they did.
So this has never happened.
They have one more year. So.
Yeah, they have one more year, but their license is not being renewed.
You think they're going to cut a lot of new steel in the last year?
No,
no, but some of the figures in this image are, they look like they're. And granted, again, pinch of salt. We're in the age of AI, where a lot of things are possible in low res, but a lot of these look like there's at least working copies of them. I mean, there's Destro and Bebop there are not. Those are images, but the rest of these look like they're done. So
even the Scarlet April. Yeah.
Yeah, they're done all right.
I don't have that image, but yeah, I don't know. Again, if these are your thing, if you're a G.I. Joe and Turtles guy, and there are plenty of folks who are those, great. Enjoy these. Hope they happen for you. I don't need them, but I'm kind of glad that the folks over at Playmates at least recognize the relevance of our favorite toy line. So glad they're happening. Probably not buying them.
How about glad they're probably not happening? Also not buying them.
Odds are not good, but hey, we figure they made it out there. It's newsworthy enough.
Yeah, you know what? Buy what you like, whatever.
And then in wave 2, we can get the mashup with Casey Jones and Shebang.
Every time I see that, I think of Travolta in the Pulp Fiction.
I love it. It's my own creation, and I'm unabashedly loving it.
Make sure we play that when they cancel it.
Right.
I was actually surprised it was coming out from Playmates and not Hasbro, considering, again, last year they have the license, and the Ninja Turtles Power Rangers line came out from Hasbro.
Oh, do we know is Ninja Turtles still up for bid? Do we know who's getting it next?
Everybody's been putting out Ninja Turtles toys. I don't think it matters.
Right.
Yeah.
Josiah Alcorn, wow, some actual good tariff developments.
There you go.
Ouch.
Oh my. Yeah, I there's lots of comments about turtles that I have no frame of reference for, so I'm not messing with them in the live chat. I apologize, guys.
I'm not hating on the turtles. They've been evergreen, but legit, like Power Rangers, right? They were never my thing, but they've rolled forever. Right. But do they have entertainment right now, or is there anything happening in Turtle Land?
I mean, we're in
a TV show.
Okay.
Yeah, we're in a movie cycle with them, so those animated
The last movie spawned a TV show, and it's owned by Nickelodeon, so it's always going to have some spot to air.
All right, fair. I like the first movie with CM Punk. I thought he was great.
He fought Kevin Nash in that one, didn't he?
Did he?
Kevin Nash was the Super Shredder.
Kevin Nash was Super Shredder. That was Secret of the Ooze.
I thought it was the spikes on the outfit, but no, it just turns out Kevin Nash don't lay down for anybody. So okay.
Well, I mean, he does eventually when his quads tear.
Yeah, that's the only way to get him to lay down.
Have him trip on Booker T and hit the mat.
Ah!
Oh, Joe ARAH 42. Summing up my thoughts: turtles are fine. Joes are fine. This is fine.
Yeah, which normally is right in front of the dumpster fire.
Next
no,
news.
no, G Unit's got the call. This is the capper for the whole thing.
Yo ninja, yo ninja, yo.
Hey, yo ninja, yo ninja, yo.
Oh, I didn't have anything for that. All I got shebang. Next news item.
Yo ninja, yo ninja, yo. Oh, I mean, dude.
Doot ninja, doot. Anyway.
Right.
Hey, it's comic time. Happening tomorrow. Real American Hero 324. You can see there Lady J and Sci-Fi, and is that countdown? Who knows? I don't know.
No, it's
Payload.
Payload. Right. Sorry, I always get them flipped. But they're having some problems. There's some issues in space. And G.I. Joe's going to fix it, and it's a sure, why not? See, we're in standalone issue time, I think, which is always a good time for the Real American Hero book. We don't need to be doing huge epics all the time. Sometimes it's fun to just have an adventure with some dudes, and in this case, and a lady.
That's why I missed the special missions title.
Yeah, that was slick.
Sorry,
I was gonna say if Sci-Fi dies, do we finally get Flash? Just saying.
Probably
not.
And it might take a nasty hit on his head from running into the real word.
So to be clear, a lot of people argue Sci-Fi Flash, but we've kind of established that in the classified hierarchy and didn't know that Tujabang was also above the Flash. Yeah.
We're in the middle.
Yeah. Which puts Grand Slam at about 2035.
You know what's worse? There's literally a Flash in a astronaut.
That's right.
So Larry Hama behind the keyboard for this one. Paul Pelletier, Tony Cordos for the art. Colors by the award-nominated Francesco Segala. Again, this is on your stands tomorrow at your local comic shop. Yeah, where's Flash? I don't need to know about Shebang. I need Flash.
Right.
That's the one name I want revealed.
They made his gun and backpack, right?
Yeah, they did.
So is he the last? He in Grand Slam of the 13?
Yes.
Yeah, because they announced Zap, yeah.
Well, and I'm just speaking as an old marketer. You'd want to space those two guys out a little bit, right? Because
unless they're going to do a 2-pack of one orange, one silver, which is going to bug those.
Yeah, I don't know about that much. We just saw a 2-pack with Steeler and Short Fuse. So
yeah, that was we're never making a tank and nobody wants this guy 2-pack. I was actually all right with that. Yeah, you can go silver with Grand Slam. Put a jump with him. You can charge more for it. Ooh, a repaint. We can
That's
charge
83, not 82.
It don't matter.
I'm in the minority here. I actually like the orange pads, dark colors Grand Slam a little better than the silver one. But
how are those dark colors? Oh, dark compared to silver?
He's got the darker green.
He's got a darker green and black
rock and roll.
gloves.
Rock and roll, not
that's what I meant.
and the black gloves and boots.
Flash has got the gloves and boots, yeah.
Yeah, darker colors than Flash is more what I meant there. But
Mike, I saw a Lazy Bastard custom that put 82 Grunts boots on 82 Flash and made him look a little more military.
Right.
I'm sure you saw this too. What was your opinion on that as Flash Honk #1?
I'm okay with it. I'm okay with it. It's not my favorite, but I get it if that's the tack you want to take, because those boots are a little weird.
I thought as a big baseball fan, you'd be like stirrups or get
On my baseball uniforms, yes, it's stirrups or get the fuck out. But no, it's I'm okay with it. I tried doing it before just to see if I liked it better. I don't. But that's more. I think that's more about me being more. Me being a traditionalist than being in bad taste.
It's just my kind of custom because the greens match. So let's go to work, baby. Right?
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, what I did, I took Flash's boots and put them on hardball, and it looked rotten. But I figured stirrups, hardball, here we go. And no, don't do that.
No, it looks like he's wearing them with dress shoes. It doesn't work. Well.
I will say there is actually some line art of like an insert out there from like 82 that has Flash with the other boots.
Yeah, I mean, most of the time when you see him in the comics, he's got more traditional boots going on. Like you don't.
But
really
I mean, it's like the line. It's a line drawing of his card art with those boots.
Right. But you don't see those stirrup contraptions in any of the media involved with Flash. So
just at his tap recital in G.I. Joe #7.
Right.
And yet Snake Eyes wears the same shoes.
Snake Eyes has the same ones, but there too. No, you didn't ever see those things. Lord knows what was up with that. Anyhow, also tomorrow, Dreadnought War concludes part 5 of 5. Ripper's pumped up for the occasion.
What the hell? How is Ripper's torso wider than his shoulders? I don't think that's
got
possible.
stung by a bee.
He's taking venom.
Dude, if he turns any more profile, he'll turn into Rob Liefeld, Captain America. What happened?
Right. I mean, just look. I understand. Ripper has in the G.I. Joe book, he's been drawn as being a little bit bulkier, a little bit more muscular than we're used to seeing him. But good Lord,
it looks like he ate road pig.
So wait, you're saying he's not bad? He's just drawn that way?
He's drawn that way there. And again, that's Tom Riley. That's the same guy who draws the insides, and he hasn't been drawn like that by Tom Riley to this point. But Jesus, Ripper got in an extra set at the Planet Fitness this afternoon.
Buzzer's rocking the double ponytail, or is influenced by his man Tujabang. Either way, look good.
His man Tujabang. I mean, ponytails get messy. You never know. Buzzer's got to be a greasy dude. Lord knows it's not going to be stringy. It's just going to come out in clumps.
I love how they put the chainsaw right on his right hand. It's amazing.
Well, that's what he did.
Yeah, I know.
And
I've never seen that before.
I mean, didn't he make a reference about going Army of Darkness with it?
Did he?
I think in the book he said that, didn't he?
I'll have to look it back up. I'm pretty caught up, but I might have missed that.
Like he lost that hand in the fight with Cobra Commander escaped back in that miniseries. And I think he made a comment like that.
If he actually referenced it, I take that back, because then that's cool.
I think Rob is thinking about it like he's not so sure, but I thought
Ragtime Rob.
I thought
no, I'm trying to remember, because I actually think you're right, and I'm trying to just kind of
because Ripper and him, there's a little skirmish, and Ripper and him kind of touch base, and Ripper's like, that looks cool. You going all, it's like, yeah, I figured I'd go a little Army of Darkness.
But they don't fist bump or anything.
Well, that would be.
apparently Thrasher tried him. That was the end of Thrasher.
Right.
Yeah. That also came up. But that is also tomorrow, the end of the Dreadnought War right there. And again, I don't know how much war is going on. It's certainly certainly a hairy battle, but they're only fighting 2 guys.
It's certainly dreadnoughty.
But I guess the Joes popped up at the end of part 4. So
Yes.
Just spell Dreadnought right. That's all I'm asking. Ain't that hard.
It's right there on the cover.
Somebody got it wrong recently. I forget where.
At least they're not spelling it dreadnought.
Yeah, it's better.
Yeah, that's what the thing that I edit the shorts with always tries to do. Anyways.
Why is he throwing Staff Sergeant C-Nugs at somebody? That's what I want to know.
Because we finally got him in the book.
Ripper, what are you doing?
It's a secret cameo.
Diana Davis, I think the original drawing, it was Road Pig, and then he changed his mind. No, actually, this is a wraparound cover. Road Pig is on the other side fighting Duke.
Does he look like Ripper?
The end of the hammer there, yeah.
Yeah, you can see the hammer in the bottom corner there.
Does Road Pig look like Ripper on the back?
No, Road Pig looks like classified Road Pig, where he's huge and kind of doughy. Because he lives alone in a house eating donuts all the time.
Fair.
Which kind of makes sense.
That DoorDash charge got to be killing him.
Yeah, it does. I mean, no
or those some stale ass donuts.
I think he just opens up cans of donuts.
Unless he gets them from the grocery store, because grocery stores are priced the same on DoorDash.
Right.
So maybe he's going that route.
Anyway. I'm Road Pig, and I hate everything but Kroger.
The problem is he's in Florida. It would be Publix.
All right. That's too bad because I wanted to call him Krog Pig. That'd be awesome.
Krog Pig.
Or King Supers. There you go. Now we're talking.
Or Road Piggly Wiggly.
Oh, there's a win.
There you go.
Yeah.
We have our Gigi.
We have a champion.
Woo!
I'm here all week, folks.
That's good. I'm digging it.
They won't let you out of the room.
That is also tomorrow, Wednesday, January 14, for you at your local comic shop. Good Lord, what's happening to me up here? Good Lord. And then we
Pick
got
it up. It's right past Void Rivals as you pass it. Oh,
some Skybound bits. Nothing next week. But then we got G.I. Joe 18, where Dreadnought War is done. It's time for another Night Force issue. And if you've seen the promotion on this one, the cover's got Roadblock. So, and then we've got Real American Hero Hama Files 49. For those who don't remember, issue 49 was the end of their birth of Serpentor in the old Marvel run. So we get some extra notes from Larry's desk on that one, and then Void Rivals 26, all at the end of the month.
I'm digging the Skybound stuff, but I tapped out on Void Rivals.
Really, I just started to enjoy it.
Would you like 1 through 18? I can send a media mail. Won't cost me nothing.
Not as much.
Just saying.
Not as much, but I'll be honest with you, Mark. After 18 is where I started to enjoy it. Like stuff actually happens now.
Right.
Yeah, it's kind of fun now.
I'm just saying, when you're sketching out your new series, 1 through 18 can't be prelude.
Yeah. You gotta pick up the pace a little bit.
Yeah.
But
the Bendis School of Writing.
Yeah.
Firefly, Road Pig going to Piggly Wiggly to get him a case of Mr. Pig, the glorious Dr. Pepper ripoff. Oh man, if only it was grapes.
He's of two minds about it.
Boo!
Oh, Phil giving us one to think about.
Yeah.
At one of my old radio station guys, when I would send one right at the goalpost, somebody would just go boo, and that was it.
Dustin Jeffrey with his terrible take: Krispy Kreme superior, Dunkin' inferior. No,
he's wrong.
Dunkin' makes the best chocolate water in the business.
And I'm not even going to speak up as a big Dunkin' Donuts fan. I'm not, but it's better than Krispy Kreme.
Hey, if you want to go to 4 or 5 different Dunkin' Donuts and compare, just come to my neighborhood. You
Right.
can pogo stick from the Dunkins out here. Jesus.
You're in New England, man.
Yeah, I know.
That's
Not on purpose. Not on purpose, Mike.
He's reminded of that fact every day.
Look, you moved in the last year. You had a choice.
Well, kind of.
You
I'm
had
gonna be.
a choice.
I'm gonna be a teacher, Mike. I can teach anywhere. So keep that in
Keep
mind.
thinking that.
Yeah.
And the kids up there probably need teachers, more so than a lot of other places.
They need learning. Yeah.
It's New England. There's a lot of
Those Boston area book reports. I gotta sharpen up.
Come here, kids. We're going to talk about Pumpsy Green.
Sam Bam Cunningham.
There we go.
Look,
Anyway.
at least you're not doing high school where they're gonna make you read Curse of the Bambino.
Let me tell you, kids, why Willie Mays wasn't a Red Sox.
But
The universe didn't hate him.
if I got to go chain donuts here in central Indiana, the choice is Jack's. Good donuts. But then we have a local chain here around Indy that is amazing. The best apple fritter I've ever had in my life. Called Panna. Oh, beautiful. So good. I mean, I may buy donuts this morning. Who knows?
We might be on the air when it's donut break time. Just saying.
Look, man, I may be up at 5 a.m. They're open at 5
Make
a.m.
the donuts.
I may be making a fresh apple fritter run.
Right. Like they'll hit a siren because it's like, hey, first fat guy of the morning. And they'll be like, no, just one box, please. Just one.
Or you can go at 6 p.m. and get the slightly used 14-hour-old half-price fritter run. Yeah.
Look, man, that would still be a great fritter.
That's right.
So good.
Wrap it in a paper towel, give it like 15 seconds in the microwave.
Yeah.
You talking about Mike or the donut?
Either
Either one.
Ooh, saucy.
one. Yeah. See, the Gunny is with us on Krispy Kreme. Krispy Kreme are a machine-made breakfast pastry, not donuts. Yeah. We're with you, Gunny. We understand.
Look, man, he's the man, right? He's
Donuts. These are authority on donuts.
the final arbiter on anything baked. But if you've been in line at a Krispy Kreme and they bring you one right off the conveyor belt,
Yeah.
I mean, there's some magic going on right there. Just saying.
I guess maybe I haven't. I only know the shoulder shrugging feeling of Krispy Kreme at room temperature. So
Yeah, there is no substitute. It's the ultimate donut machine.
next news item.
Donut.
There we go. We got our G.I. Joe Fundmes as well. Remember to give a look. We've got the links down below in the description. Jamie Sullivan still got medical bills. We are, past his major surgery. Now he's still got some cleanup stuff. Diana Davis's, Splash has not eaten any curtains lately.
Good.
So she's doing well, but still have huge vet bills to cover. So if you got, again, $1, $5, whatever laying around, and then Cousin Kenny's legal bills are out there and looming over him. So whatever you got left laying around after the holidays, whether it's 27 cents or maybe it's 31 cents, send them on to one of these great Joe Fundmes. Again, links for all three down below.
I only grinned about Splash eating curtains because it reminded me of that audience murdering Carol Burnett line where she comes down the stairs wearing the curtain rod.
Right.
Yeah.
And they say, that's a lovely dress. And she says, well, I just saw it in the window and I just had to have it. So,
Yep. You can't beat that one. That's money.
the fact that she waits forever for the crowd and Harvey Korman to get themselves back together.
Right.
Because reportedly Korman didn't know that was coming. They
Right.
kept that from him because they like killing him on camera live.
Right.
And she does this long walk down the staircase to comic brilliance.
Right.
Look it up if you haven't seen it, kids.
Right. That's one that I have had to educate myself as an adult, because I know for a lot of my education in classic television comedy, my dad has been the guy who introduced them, Rob and I, to all that stuff. Never a Carol Burnett fan. He does he never liked the Carol Burnett show.
She was brilliant.
But
her when Conway was getting her and Korman going at the same time.
Oh God.
Holy, that's still fun. There's hardly anything funnier than watching people try not to laugh. So,
well, when something's legitimately funny.
Yeah.
Oh.
Because otherwise it's just Jimmy Fallon doing it it's like, oh, look, my shoes are untied.
Oh. Yeah.
More
And here's you too. Yeah. Good show, Fallon.
Anyways. Next news item.
Do.
Hey, another swag sale going on at the TeePublic store through the 18th. 35% off all your favorite What's on Joe Mind goodies. Sweatshirts, mugs, magnets, stickers, gym shorts. It's all available. We got the link down below. Again, we do have our first convention appearance on the board for next year, for this year. I'll give more details next week as I get them ironed out. But we're making the rounds, so grab your T-shirt, come see us. Be sure to pester your favorite G.I. Joe show. Hey, where's What's on Joe Mind? We can't invite ourselves. That doesn't work that way. You're not a guest when you invite yourself. I mean, they have to invite you for you to be a guest. That's how that works. Jabalog in Toy City, Jimmy Fallon catching strays. He knows what he did.
Wasn't a stray. That was the difference between a stray and a well-aimed sniper shot.
Yeah.
He knows what he did. Next news item. Remember, you got Joe News happening on other days of the week, too. My first stop is always the surveillance port. You can find Eric doing his thing at surveillance-port.com. If you got to pick a Cobra set to name your stuff after, you might as well pick the worst one to spell. So be sure to take a screen grab. Get that surveillance-port.com for your daily G.I. Joe news. And on the days where there isn't some news, he links up reviews and stuff like that, too. It's a nice little community we got going. Surveillance-port.com. Next news item.
Short.
Doug Dello asks, is it a convention without What's on Joe Mind? I say no. There are other folks that have differing opinions. But again, bug your promoter. If there's a show you're going to, you want to see us there. Well,
yeah,
we can't invite ourselves.
We don't bite.
I mean, we
hard
sometimes.
Yeah.
Sometimes
We're still getting you leash trained.
There was an incident in Iowa, but that was Slepsky, so he's technically it's not our show.
We're house trained.
G.I. Joe 3D Printing Podcast, happy to present Chonky Tank Kitty and his Meowler tank back for 2026. The boys just put up an episode last weekend. Be sure to check that one out. Remember, whatever your level of proficiency is with the 3D printer, from very beginning to expert, they have you covered. These guys know everything that there is to know. It's our pal Mark Gerwig, who's been on the show several times, Michael Kleppinger, and Artoine Poiret also hosting the program. If you like this show, but you wish it had more 3D printing, you'll love the 3D Printing Podcast. No two ways about it. Phil doesn't show up as the fourth guy on that one, though.
If I did, I'd never get anything done.
Fair enough.
I thought he was the guy in the lucha mask.
Maybe.
Calling himself Phil Scalibur. It's good.
To confirm or deny such baseless rumors.
Yeah, I'm not here to blow Phil's cover or nothing, so sure.
No. But going by El Hijo de Disneyland, you ain't exactly a deep cover, just saying.
Who's that guy? He sounds.
You okay, Phil?
Sure. Yeah.
Because Mike just that right on top of you.
Yeah, sorry. I hit I was trying to time up and I wound up kind of switching. Whoops.
It's not the first time.
Yeah, or the last.
No, probably not. Probably not.
Oh, look at that.
Rob gets all kinds of elbow room now.
He got banned like Rob on Eternal Baseball.
I know.
In the best panic ban of all time. Ah!
Oh no!
Ban everyone. I got Rob, I got that spammer guy, and I got at least 2 other people.
Right. Yeah. It was there was very, very much carnage.
Carpet bombing. Yeah.
Many strays fired. We'll be back with the main event after a quick message for our wonderful friends and sponsors at Kokomo Toys. Stay with us.
We buy, sell, and trade vintage and modern toys. G.I. Joe, Star Wars, Transformers, Marvel, DC, and more. Located in beautiful downtown Kokomo, Indiana, we are open every Wednesday through Saturday from 12 to 5. It's a theme park of nostalgia. Join the thousands of people who have traveled from all over the Midwest for over a decade to buy and sell with us. Get your geek on.
Man, I see something new, legit, every time I watch that bump. This time it was the 4 VHS copies of Moonraker.
I'm telling you, those aren't VHS copies. Those are probably Mego Moonraker figures.
Ah, that's probably fair. Yeah. No, they're Mego Moonraker. Yeah.
I mean, it's I hate to say it, Mark, but that spot's probably 6 years old at this point. So, you know, that the place in the specific setups in that video no longer exist.
They might still
you know what? I'm just guessing those Moonraker figures are still there.
At least some.
Yeah, everything else is probably turned over.
You cannot see the graying visage of Amigo Richard Keel.
Right,
the Mego Molt.
Once I get those, I'm moving on to Or Your Eyes Only. Those are great.
They're a little more down to earth, though.
And then Catopussy. That was a good show. We'll probably get demonetized for that.
That was the line. That was the line.
It's all one word. You can't get me in trouble for that.
Look, Joe Colton's not around. They don't even pay attention to us anymore. She leaves, and they were like, "Oh well, we can back way off of what's on Joe right now."
Hey, Joe Fan 84 has a good question.
Oh, you're gonna make me hit other buttons. Okay, let me check that out. I almost got us into the main event.
Let me take this one. No.
Is the Honcho in his Volverse office? I don't think so. I think somebody missed the beginning of the show.
No.
We're not going back. We've come too far. I got to get to bed.
Right.
Some of us have work in the morning.
Right.
Some of us.
Michael Gene Fleming trying to brown nose. The main event's been the top right of the screen almost an hour.
Look at that. I love it. I appreciate it.
But the real main event, the honest to God main event, which we'd be doing even if Mark wasn't wanting to come back, is the top 10 G.I. Joe products of 2025. Look, everybody out there should have known that I had something devious planned, because look at this bland ass thumbnail. Okay, anytime I schlep something together, something's up, right? And nobody called me out on this one. There's a better thumbnail coming for this video tomorrow. But this, come on.
This?
There's an olive branch and everything.
I would hope that you guys had, better faith in me than just some shareware image that I got off of a free site and the same logos that I plaster on everything else. Come on now.
Yeah, this has got that.
Art.com.
If you squint, you can make out the Getty images that has been slowly erased from it.
I think this is Pixabay. I think that top 10 circle is Pixabay.
Worse, it's Shutterstock.
No, Shutterstock tries to get you to pay for shit. I don't use them.
Pretty sure it's Geocities. So
Screw
Angel Fire.
So I'm a little disappointed. Anyways, the rules, as you all know, if you've watched this program before, as we've done it every year except last year, but we still did a list last year. Only officially licensed G.I. Joe items are eligible, which is for the best. Otherwise, we'd probably be putting all of our friends' crap in here, and then the show's going to take 5 hours. Only items released in 2025 are eligible. There is some gray area for stuff that maybe only stuck out at the very end of 2024, but it's 2025 or it's nothing. A vote for part of a released set is a vote for the whole set, i.e., a vote for classified Steeler counts as a vote for the Steeler and Short Fuse 2-pack. We're not here to pick and choose individual items out of G.I. Joe's library for the year, because a lot of the driving this show is, hey, we want you to share in this hobby with us. We're trying to tell you what to go buy. So, telling you to buy Steeler, but we hate Short Fuse is crummy. And so,
but not inaccurate.
I think Short Fuse is all right.
It's a better Short Fuse than he'd ever gotten.
Right. And then
it's a throwback, right? It's a retro. So they made the top and the bottom different greens, like you used to be.
I
It's
think
more cartoon, but yeah.
Yeah, I think that's more of a Sunbow nod. But anyways,
why?
Number 4, 10 points for first place vote, 9 for second, etc., so on down the line, and highest tallies are presented. Why did they do it? I couldn't tell you, man.
I know why they did it.
I mean, the simple answer is it wasn't the best idea.
No. No.
I think that's the answer there. But,
I'm not sure they knew it was wrong.
Yeah, I mean, truthfully, Short Fuse was not two-tone in the cartoon. Now that I think about it, Steeler was.
Yeah, but Steelers in that set, you can swap the gears if you really want.
Nah, that would be dumb.
Nobody wants to.
Nobody. Enough of your nonsense, Phil. Enough.
Oh.
You're out. No, you're not. The judges. It's the 4 of us you see here and some others. James Booth, host and producer over at the Agent Chuckles channel. Be sure to like and subscribe over there. You got Phil Donnelly, of course, host and producer, Articulated Points. Mark Gerwig, our friend over at the 3D Printing Podcast and designer at Mark II Design. Myself and Rob. Joe Slepsky, host producer of the Joe on Joe podcast. And, of course, Mark Weber.
You think I just got back?
Yeah, no, it's been in the works for a
conspiracy.
Since at least January 1st.
I think you and I had figured that out. What, December? Beginning of December?
Oh no, definitely January 1st.
Okay. Oh, I can't take it away from you, man. I can't. We'll take a quick stroll down memory lane. There's 2024's list. Notice all the ties. This year's list is kind of different. No ties for the first time.
Wow.
The What's on Joe Mind top 10. So we managed to finally figure out the math to. And some years we did 5 judges. Some years we did 9. Sometimes we did. I think 7's a good number. But this is the 24 list. I'll post all this on our social media later on, so you don't have to scramble to get here. And then there's 2023 where the Cobra Hiss took the top spot, and then some others behind that, and everything on these lists is classified unless we say otherwise.
Number 10 of Retro Cobra Commander wouldn't qualify by the rules now.
It would not. No, that was really what spurred it on. That was what put that list into place. Is that I felt kind of weird putting the Hiss and Retro Cobra Commander on the same list, even though you were doing the same thing to acquire them. So it felt like I maybe took away the spot, but it was also tied for 10th. So, you want to take it off of there and include it as part of the Hiss? Fine. Cobra Valkyries and Grunt were tied for 10th anyway. And then 2022, it was Serpentor. I'm sure glad they've made him easy to get. 3 years since. But strong year looking back at 2022. All those are still real high on my overall list if I was going to make one. Then finally 2021, where Snake Eyes and Timber took the top spot. It's all good stuff. Again, lots of ties at the bottom of the list. Bottom of the list tends to be one judge finds a figure that they really love and puts it super high, and then nobody else has it.
Yeah, Diamond Select Destro.
Yeah, that was Mark. He had it first on his list that year.
Okay.
And so, after 2021, this pretty much came to be the race to see which classified figure would ultimately lose to the HasLab. But
yeah.
That brings us to number 10. And there he is. There's Sci-Fi. He finished with 12 points. And he was buoyed by Racktime Rob, putting him at the top of his list.
Wow.
The only other person that had Sci-Fi was me. And he was like 9th or something on mine.
Sibling warfare.
Right? No, we agreed on this one because nobody else had Sci-Fi at all. Racktime Rob, why Sci-Fi?
I think Sci-Fi, the translation of the 3 3/4 figure came up into that this 6-inch so well, but updated in all the right ways. He's kind of like what I'm looking for on that sweet spot of like what the classified line should be.
I agree. He's similar to the old one, and just different enough to be interesting. Again, you can make him as classic as you want to, or you can go the more space age model that we've got here in the bubble. It's kind of being the person who compiles all these votes. There always seems to be that fight at the last 3 spots on everybody's list. It's always turns out to be everybody's personal favorite 3 classifieds that aren't necessarily noteworthy, but it's their favorite characters. So but Racktime Rob had this guy 2nd overall. So this is the Racktime Rob spot right here.
You gotta give him some credit. People rip on Hasbro for cost cutting and leaving things out, but this guy cost the regular amount and he came with that blue raspberry lollipop. So
that's right, and it's delicious.
Pretty good, right?
I ate the one on mine, and then I liked it so much I went and ate the one on Rob's. And then
what happened to that?
After the emergency room, I may eat it again.
If I have enough black spray paint, I could turn these guys into the crew of the Black Hole, right? That's a pretty good look.
Well, there you go.
Yeah.
You mix it up between matte black and shiny black.
Yeah, and then old Bob is going to come in and just whip some ass. It'll be a good show.
Phil knows all that. That's a Disney. That's a Disney property. Phil knows all about it.
Yeah, Phil
I haven't seen it yet. I've read about it. I've seen the toy line. I think well, where is it available to watch, really?
Disney Plus, right? Gotta be Disney Plus.
Okay.
Did he ban himself?
I think he meant to kick me and kick himself.
That's the show, folks. We appreciate you coming by.
Our top 10 list was all Sci-Fi.
It's my 2nd shortest show ever. We ran an hour late. We apologize for that. We had a lot going on.
I think by you not knowing that the Black Hole could be found on Disney Plus, I believe you killed Mike.
Right? Did he?
That's my bad.
So now I have paperwork. Thank you.
I'm pretty sure that
and a mop maybe.
I thought the rule was I cannot self-terminate. Oh my God. Hey, we're done. I did it. I did the whole out and everything, Mike. We're good.
Man, no kid. Now we only have 10. Sorry, that's all we got. That's it. That's the whole list.
Did you ban yourself?
I don't know what happened there, to be honest with you. So I have no idea what happened. Not a clue. All of a sudden, I just wasn't here anymore.
So when Renegade Biker shows up again and goes, "Well, you banned yourself, Mike," you actually have that in the tool chest.
Apparently so. Apparently, talking about the black hole with Phil, that's enough to start the ban.
I think that might have been the universe going, "Okay, we're too far off track."
Get back on track, man.
So we've covered Carol Burnett, the black hole. It's gonna be a good show.
Football, wrestling.
Yeah.
Called out there. I'm surprised we didn't get the return of Machine Gun Mark and end the show before Mike would come.
I was trying, but trust me, Mike was panicking to get back in here.
He's the only one who's got the slides.
Right. I don't know if I'm panicked, but it's one of those where it's like, well, I hope this isn't permanent.
We don't know the other 9. It's only Mike.
Tune in next.
Old Bob 316 says he just banned your ass.
Right. Tune in next week. We'll give you number 9, and then the week after that, we'll give you number 8, and the week after that, we'll give you number 6. And
then we're going to dox Philip live on air. It's going to be great. All our bots will love it.
We're going to drive to Phil's house on camera, show everybody where he lives.
Speaking of automatons on the black hole, apparently they're all subscribed to the same channel.
But anybody have anything to say about number 10 for sci-fi? Anybody?
I'm good.
All right.
Yay, slick, cool, whatever. Where's Flash?
Right?
Yeah.
Thank you. He'd be even better. Number 9, again from the Hasbro Classified line, it's Wetsuit. Actually, 13 points for Wetsuit. I just forgot to change the graphic and didn't want to go back. But he edged out sci-fi for number 9. Rob, again, putting Wetsuit high on his list, leaving the rest of us to, I think it was Phil had him somewhere down at the bottom. I don't know. I don't remember. We managed to have, this is also the first year where we did not have an item make the list where only one of the judges liked it. Like everybody in here got at least 2 different votes. So it's a strangely uniform list. But Rack Time Rob, why Wetsuit? Why is he so high on your list?
I don't know. It might be recency bias, I should say. Where these were the last ones I got for the year. But again, like sci-fi, Wetsuit just came through that classified filter in just a way, that just seemed to hit all the sweet spots.
Firefly says that sci-fi looks a bit too much like Captain Power. I would say that, sci-fi came first, so Captain Power, that's his problem.
Yeah.
Diana Davis notes that oddly Wetsuit wears a dry suit. Phil, what do you think about Wetsuit?
Yeah, I mean, I did check my list. He's not on my list, but it's literally just the 86 figure modernized and upscaled. It's what people want, right?
Yeah, certainly. I'm sure Hasbro has this high on their list because they didn't have to think real hard. That's kind of why he wasn't on mine, because I just needed something else, and Wetsuit is not one of my top guys, so he kind of get bumped out by some other figures on my personal list. But I have no objections to him being on the bottom of the list overall. Mark Weber, what do you think?
Man, I just think the colors work so well on this guy, and they did at 3 3/4, but even at 6 inch, they're that much better. Nothing against Torpedo, who I loved when he first came out, and I think the Eels have always been underrated, right?
Yeah.
But man, the vibrancy here and the contrast of it. I mean, the black background helps too, but I just think this works on pretty much every level. So I'm a fan.
Do we like the negative space bit that I did this year with the graphics?
It works on wetsuit, that's for sure.
Yeah.
I like that they finally figured out a cool way to do that sled. That one from '86 was kind of looked like a suitcase.
Yeah, it was wasn't it hard to fit in his hand, as I recall? Like it wobbled around.
Not even so much that. It just was this big thing, right? It would just just drag him along and throw his shoulder out of place. And this one,
he kind of just hold it like a suitcase. Couldn't really hold it like the jet it's supposed to be.
Yeah,
right. Like this one, he can get 2 hands on, and it looks like what it's supposed to be. Like I dig. Ooh, we're kicking the light. That's not good because the light's the only thing that lights up. Otherwise, the rest of the show by Christmas tree. But, oh, Travis Moody checking in. He's going to watch for 3 minutes and then probably leave.
he's got a Patriots game to get ready for.
Happy New Year, you too, Travis. We appreciate you. Michael Gene Fleming says it needs a spring-loaded missile launcher built into it.
Says the guy who
version 2.
Says the guy who weaponized his scooter in real life.
Well, that's the gunny, but
yeah.
I'm sure he helped.
Look, if that was a mechanical shark, I would say yes. You put a weapon, a spring-loaded missile launcher into it, but that's a different guy.
That's fair.
Chompy the Mechanical Shark is one of my favorites.
I do like the idea of the Special Mission Brazil variant from Figure 6 Pack. I mean, it's just waiting out there.
Yeah, they're all out there at this point, aren't they? We got all 4 of them.
You don't got Claymore.
Well, no, but that's
he'd be the one going with the pack just like before.
Yeah, all right.
I mean, you gotta, yeah. Of course not.
You've got the Footloose head, the Televiper body, and the Flint arms. You can make them.
Can you make? Wait, who's in the Special Mission Brazil? Remind me.
Wetsuit, leatherneck, mainframe, and dial tone.
Can we make leatherneck human sized this time?
I mean, yeah.
We need someone to go up against Ripper.
No, we need someone to go up against mainframe in a jump ball. Come on. And Leatherneck was huge in canon. He's worse.
Yeah, I liked gigantic Leatherneck from your era of G.I. Joe, Mark. Yeah. I thought that was a good call because you saw him on the old cartoon, man. He was a Hulk, man.
Yeah, Big gung ho, big too. Put a tattoo on his neck to show how badass he was.
Just put both of those guys. They were hanging in there with Roadblock in that show, so it was. I like the fact that we finally got him big. So anyway, moving on. Number 8.
Oh,
Python.
No.
Again, did not have 12 points. I believe Pythona had 16 points. I just screwed up the graphic and didn't go back, change it.
None from me.
Not for Mark, but Phil had Pythona at number 3.
Ooh.
Phil, why? Why Pythona at number 3?
Because she has everything you probably want from a Pythona figure. The little gassy fingers, the spore pods, the whatever the thing she's holding in the picture, like alternate heads, a soft goods cloak, an all new sculpt. Like, whether or not you care for Pythona as a figure, this iteration of Pythona is as complete as you can reasonably make it.
That's true. It is a great toy, regardless of what you think of Pythona. I'll agree with that. And they were pretty careful to get everything notable about her from that movie appearance into this toy. So a good deal of care and work was put into Pythona, and it shows. So good job to them there. Mark Weber, your thoughts on Pythona?
I mean, she's the definitive Pythona, and people have been after this figure in different scales forever because they never really got it from the club, right? So I get that for people who like that kind of thing, that's the kind of thing those people like. But How much screen time she have in that movie?
I mean, a decent amount in the first half.
Yeah, like 20 minutes maybe total, maybe. Yeah.
Out of a 90-minute movie, it's not bad.
All new skull. Yeah, out of a polarizing movie. And that's my whole thing with Cobra Law. Half the community hates it. So when you're picking something from it, you got to understand that half the community doesn't want it. So, okay, all new. She's great. If you wanted her, I'm sure you're thrilled. And I'm not ripping on the figure design or even the figure execution. Just there's a big chunk of the Joe community, like me, that hated Cobra Law. And anytime they show up, they go, oh. So I'm going to Statler and Waldorf Cobra Law whenever it shows up till I die.
I get
There you go. But I'm not ripping on the thing. If you wanted this, I bet you love it.
To that end, I mean, it was a convention exclusive. So,
Perfect. That's where you should put it.
It's the sweet spot for characters like this.
Yeah.
So, but great job.
If you're down for spending that much of your tooling budget on a convention exclusive rather than a figure that everyone can get, okay.
Well, we haven't gotten Night Force Pythona yet. I'm sure or Python Patrol Pythona. Because that's
to be fair, all the Cobra Law characters have been convention exclusives to this point.
How many did they make? How many did they make of this?
It's Pythona Patrol.
Well, actually 3 if you want to count the Cobra Commander.
How many did they make of it?
Mentor, if you want to really stretch it.
How many did they make of this figure?
Oh, I mean, we couldn't
print run. We don't know.
Then how do we know? How do we know she sold well?
Oh, we have no. Look, nothing to say is wrong, Mark. We're not arguing with you.
We don't know.
But it's Pythona Patrol is coming. We're going to recoup some of the cost.
It's going to be big. They're going to put out Desert Apache Pythona just to piss me off.
With stickers that fall off.
Right?
Paper stickers.
Mm.
But Michael Gene Fleming, I think a lot of people have mellowed on Cobra Law over the years. I know I have. I tend to agree with that. I think some folks have let Cobra Law move into that goofy part of the nostalgia in their brain. We don't
that's the most damning criticism I've ever heard.
Isn't it though?
I really hated it, but not so much anymore.
Right.
All right.
Look. Sometimes that's all you can ask.
Mm.
Pythona is sold out, so they made enough of her.
Sometimes that's all you have.
But I used to get that all the time on the McFarlane message board, right? Where people would say, well, it sold out. They sold a bunch. They sold all of them. How many did they sell?
Right.
Do you know? You don't know. And if you don't know the number, you can say it sold out, right? But sold well, or they sold a lot, you don't know that.
Yeah, right.
Nobody knows that.
It's something that needs a frame of reference, like batting average.
Yeah. If it sold out. So it sold as many as they wanted to make. So, okay. Zach Randolph sold well.
They picked a good number for them.
Yeah,
okay.
There you go.
Racktime Rob, anything to add?
If you look at, I kind of look at Cobra Law a little differently, where I think there was potential that was poorly realized by the original figures and by the movie. By tying it into the formation of Cobra and stuff like that, never really big on. Something that some kind of lost society that Cobra stumbles across or maybe even creates somehow. I think that works a little bit better. But if you take a character and do it as well as they did this, that also I think helps. The Nemesis Enforcer, they did well. This they've done well. So I think even just having a good looking representation of it helps the character in some way. So,
anyways, moving on. We don't get too bogged down in the politics of Cobra Law. Because, at some point, people got to go to bed. Number 7. The Cobra Snake Battlesuit, checking in with 17 points. Phil, you had this as your big ranker at number 4. Why so high on the Cobra Snake Battlesuit?
Because I am a sucker for mech suits. Honestly, I still love the armor bot. So that's the big honking mech suit that can hold a 6-inch figure.
We try not to hold that against you, Phil, but
dude, G.I. Joe's had mech suits since 1983. You can't ignore that aspect of it. We've had mech suits in 1993. We've had mech suits in 2004. We've had mech suits in 2010 and 2006 in Sigma 6.
You're
You're
applying an argument to what I said that does not have relevance, Phil. I'm not saying that mech suits are terrible. I'm saying that the armor bot was crummy.
Wow, I love the armor bot. I had it as a kid. I would love to just destroy the Cobras because they're tiny against a gigantic 2-story tall robot. How can you not love that?
I'm sorry you had crummy toys as a kid, Phil.
Wow.
I'll trade you a desert Apache for your armor bot.
The armor bot can hold 2 figures.
Yeah.
Back time, Rob. Yeah. Your thoughts?
The Apache only holds a half.
A torso, just a torso. Again, the snake on the classified filter, it looks like the snake, it feels like the snake, but it's updated in all the right ways. Let's make this thing big, let's make it, just it expands out on that snake to make this thing cool rather than just the weird kind of clunky thing on a frame that you had as a kid.
That waddled.
Yeah.
Mark Weber, what do you think?
I think it looks great. From a stability standpoint, mine is wobbly as hell. So
you have to make sure that your leg, if you want it to stand well, you need to make sure your leg joints are pushed in.
Floor polish.
My problem with the snake is not the idea of the snake or how the snake looks. My problem with the snake is the execution. And that's why it wasn't on my list at all. I think if you were going to make something that was this big, they needed to actually make it a little bit bigger so that it wasn't so much of a hassle to get a pilot in and out, first off. And then secondly, it's a little fiddly. And then third, that claw attachment specifically, kind of set me off, because how do you not have at least a working claw? How do you not make the 2 plastic?
Yeah, on the big claw. Yeah.
Close. So I just feel like there were, I don't know. It just felt like for as grandiose as the production on this was, it felt like they cut corners to get it under a certain price point. And I understand that that's always going to be a concern in the Joe community. We are not the freest with our spending dollars, historically speaking. So I understand, $74.99 was the line. We got to get under it. But that said, the snake needed to be a little bit bigger. If this is what you're going to do with it, it needed to be bigger. There's a bunch of armor bot recollections going on in the live chat. I'm not bothered.
Look what you did, Phil.
Launching missiles, lights and sounds.
Agreed. This thing is clunky and wobbly. Had issues with the canopy closing. I know I didn't buy one. Racktime Rob had one that was sitting out in the family room for a little while. And on several occasions, I would sit there and play with it just to try and get somebody in the cockpit. Was sometimes a half an hour's worth of fiddling until I finally just gave up every time and said, you know what? I'm just gonna pretend in my head that there's somebody sitting in there, and who's gonna tell me otherwise?
Did you try mainframe or leatherback?
I should have. You know what?
Yeah.
That was probably the secret right there.
That's on you, Mike.
It is. It's a little bit. So I love the presentation. But the execution I felt was a little bit lacking. That's why in such a strong year for classified, there's no way I could put this in my top 10.
Nothing is as fiddly as the Awe Striker. But anyway.
That's true. Also not in my top 10.
Yeah, mine needed.
But
Because it's so damn fiddly.
For the record, nobody's top 10 had the Awe Striker. But I feel bad for a pretty decent crankcase figure, but it wasn't that great. Anyways, moving on. Number 6. Drum roll, please. Now we got to go back and do drum rolls for all the other ones.
Oh, man.
We'll fix it in post.
This episode's never going to end.
What? No,
Roll.
that ain't happening.
Number 8. No, number 6. Retro Cardback Series, Craig Rock and Roll McConnell with 19 points. If you can't see it, I figured that, I had to put that lettering in olive drab because that seemed to be the point. Mark Gerwig had this as his number 2, but he's not on the show tonight. So, Mark Weber, you had this as your number 3.
So you would say that this figure got high marks.
It's got big marks.
Yeah.
Why aren't you kicking him off the show?
Yeah. I dig that.
I'm not kicking him off.
No, I'm here to see what happens. That's what you get. I guess it is a small world after all.
He's full time, Phil.
Wow.
I'm figuring it, baby. I'm a made man, right? So, which makes you Lex Luger, and there ain't nothing wrong with that. What I liked most about this, even though it's exactly what you would want from a retro rock and roll, but it almost validates the first one they put out. Totally fine if you want to make an updated or even brand new take on a beloved. I mean, it doesn't get more classic than Wave 1 fig, right? As long as you come back with what the fans are looking for, especially for year 1 guys. For the 013, gotta have this. And so this showed really good long-term planning. And there's any number of times with, if you think back to like Transformers, where we were doing a new Seeker mold, and it would never be Starscream first, right? We put out Thundercracker. Ooh, buy the new mold, because we know Starscream's going to sell. Same kind of concept here, right? You want to do something a little different, a little funky, a little original with rock and roll. There's nothing wrong with that, but you got to deliver on this at some point. So good on them. I don't know what more you could want from a classic rock and roll figure. I know there's not a lot to that, but sometimes just doing it right is a win on its own.
Rack time, Rob.
I really liked the first rock and roll figure. I liked that it was different. I liked that it was an update. I know people going, he doesn't look like he used to. And I was like, yeah, you know what? He doesn't have to. This looks like rock and roll. If I saw him, I said, hey, rock and roll. Look at that. He got a new shirt. Okay. Then I got this. And I was just like, oh, hello, old friend. And I liked this thing, I got it because I kind of liked it. I said, well, that classic. I liked rock and roll, back in the day, so. But then, I opened them up and I was just like, wow, it's just something about how they did this. And, I like the new and stuff, but this just hit all the right nostalgic notes. And it was just like it felt like, I was greeting an old friend for the first time in a while. So I had him on my list too. And I was I liked him more than I expected to.
Part-time Phil.
Oh, ouch. Sure. I didn't have him on my list, but that's just because it's just a repaint for me. And okay, it's nice. My issue with the original rock and roll is that I'm just not a tattoo guy. So getting him here without the tattoos is just what I wanted. So, it's nice enough. But
all right. Phil and Rob would not marry tattooed rock and roll. Okay.
Nope. And if you want this to be extra nostalgic, when I opened mine, I intentionally threw away the bipod.
But you didn't break a thumb?
I wasn't a thumb breaker. I was really careful with mine.
It was pre-lost accessory was that bipod.
I think my rock and roll ran around with the gun like this, right? He was just like wrecking fools with it. He was deadly in close quarter combat, that machine gun guy.
Right. That's right.
I still have my bipod.
As Phil, I didn't have him on my list because I can't. In a line that does so much with original tooling, it's tough for me to take a repaint and put it on the top 10 list for the year. But that said, I didn't feel like this was necessary, but they put it on the retro card back line, so that this is what you do for the retro card back line, and that almost made this the perfect release for the retro card back line. So high points for me for retro rock and roll. He's probably on, if I was doing a top 12 or 13, he probably pops up in there. But just I wound up liking this and enjoying this a lot more than I expected to as well. So moving on, number 5. Hey, it's these guys. We've talked about them already. From the classified line, Steeler and Short Fuse with 22 points. Joe Slepsky had this as his number 3, but he's not here. Phil and Rob both had this at number 5. So we'll give it to you guys to explain why these are the 5th best release from 2025. We'll start with you, Phil Donnelly.
Honestly, this comes down to the clip-on masks and visors from the 82 figures, making these guys stand out from the rest of the 82 line. And definitely Steeler with his, unique torso. So getting those as an updated version with a mess of accessories, that's all I really wanted. It scratched that itch for me. And I really don't have much more to say beyond that, because they're really cool army guys.
Rack time, Rob.
For me, it really is all about Steeler. Short Fuse came out, like I said, better than I thought, he would or should. Although, I feel like he could use maybe a couple more mortar shells. But
pre-lost.
Yeah. But Steeler, I never thought we would get a Steeler to be, not without a tank, just like, okay, here's Steeler. What do you do with him? But
I have to admit, I expected them to answer that the same way 25th Anniversary did and schlep him in with an armadillo or something.
Yeah, something just kind of half-assed where you're just like, no, all right. But well, at least we got it. But
half-assed the armadillo? I love the armadillo.
Well, no, but they half-assed that Steeler.
That's true.
It wasn't even the right color.
Yeah.
Neither is this one, but all right.
Yeah. But I dug this Steeler.
What surprised me is that those two guys both had this higher than famed Steeler wonk, Honcho Mark Webber.
I think what threw me is I'm just looking at it right now. I'm just not used to seeing Steeler on offense. It's a long year. Sorry about that. No, but I'm thrilled they made it, because I thought if they make the only way they make the whole 13 is if Steelers with a HasLab Mobat. And I didn't believe they'd make a HasLab Mobat. I think if they go tank, they're going to go Mauler. And maybe he'd be an add-in to the set. I could see that.
Right. Yeah, the Mauler could hold a couple guys. So
yes. And then you have him and Heavy Metal fight on top of it to see who's driving.
Like Bart and Milhouse.
Yeah, there you go. But Steelers, if not my favorite, Joe, top 3, right? And I love that we got him. I think he's great. Short Fuse, my only problems are the colors. I wish they'd have been a little more slavish to the original. And that lighter green should actually be on Steeler. And I know it's hard to get one paint hit, but man, what I'm wearing right here, right? This should be gold. It was such a unique part of those original 13 that I missed the gold undershirt. They kind of tried, I guess, but those are absolute nitpicks. Thrilled we got Steeler. I think Short Fuse is cooler than he has any right to be. I just wish they'd have monkeyed with the colors a little bit.
I think they did a better job with the glasses with Short Fuse than they did with the Dreadnoks.
Yeah, I think you're right.
Diana Davis asks, in Worlds Without End, why did Baroness call him Steeler and not Ralph? To which I reply, wouldn't you?
The important thing is in Worlds Without End, she called him Daddy. Yeah.
That was after the rest had gone home.
Meow.
Yeehaw.
Mm-hmm.
Anyways, yeah, so I believe this one found its way onto 5 lists. So we're getting to that point where we're clearly cream of the crop. I didn't have it quite that high, but I did have it on my list. Again, I don't have a ton of notes past what you guys said, so we can move on and bring up number 4. Air's getting thin up here. We're getting pretty high on the peak. Firefly says, and then Steeler appeared in the movie somehow. So did Grunt. So did Clutch. They all came back. We don't know how. Adventure that happened off camera.
Transporter malfunction. Duplicates.
From the classified series, Kyle Budo Gesso with 24 points. And I had Budo at number 3, which is really weird because I didn't even buy Budo. I have no real attachment to Budo, but I cannot deny that Budo kicks ass. This figure was incredible. Like this figure is so good, it makes Budo have a story. I don't know what that story is. They didn't give it to us. We don't have file cards. But this is really done well. If you don't have, like, I'm just trying to get past Christmas, and I'm probably picking this one up because it was done so well that it kind of turned me on having a Budo figure in classified. I was just really impressed with just the way the armor fits on and the way you can take it off, the way it's got a little display stand for it, so that you don't have to have Budo all tricked out all the time. James Booth had him at number 3 as well. What do you guys think here?
I think it's a fun way to split the difference between the 88 and Retaliation versions of Budo. So, if you've got your preference, you can go with it.
Rack time, Rob. You don't look impressed.
I've never liked Budo. He's just something that just sticks out like a sore, misaligned thumb.
Never cared about him either, man. But
I know, sometimes you go like I said, Cobra Law didn't give 2 wits about, but I picked up those, because of how they did. But Budo bugs me more than Cobra Law, apparently.
Wait, the samurai is a bridge too far, but give me some mutant insect people.
Maybe it just appeals to the, I want to see, G.I. Joe's fighting, mutant insect people because they're probably allowed to shoot them.
So Budo can stab them.
Yeah, but I like I said, Budo never did it for me. So I mean, I didn't buy him. So if I didn't buy him, he's not on my list. And so not criticizing anybody who likes Budo. Just he's not my cup of tea.
Well, I think we're all kind of saying the same thing. Budo was never my jam when he first came out. But like Mike said at the beginning, I like that they gave you the option to make him less over the top if you wanted. So, because if this had just been the only way you can have him is as demon-faced samurai Budo off to get shot in the head the first battle he's in, I'm a sucker. I'd buy him, but he'd probably be dead at the bottom of the display. But I like that he's, talk about bringing a sword to a gunfight. But I like that they gave you the option to trick him out however you want to. That's cool. And it shows a little bit of foresight to go, this guy may not be everybody's cup of tea. How do we make him appealing to the max of the collector base that we can? It's good foresight. It's good execution. I'm impressed.
And he does come with a gun. Like he is not just only out there with the sword in this particular. He did bring a gun to the gunfight.
Right.
But in a line that is just littered with ninjas up, down, and sideways, I can't criticize Budo as being a guy who, representing a class of folks that historically just hate ninjas. Okay. Michael Gene Fleming with a valid comment. I think 5 years ago, Would anyone believe that a Budo figure would rank number 4 for the year on a list of best G.I. Joe items? Classified has really rejuvenated Joe design. And I would say, yeah, when they feel like it, it's pretty incredible. And they really felt like it with Budo. And that's what put him on the list for me. So that is probably a purchase I will be making sometime soon. And never would have, again, last year I wouldn't have thought. When Budo was announced, I didn't think. And then I got to see Budo up close a few times, and I'm on board with this Budo, man. This was a great one.
When they announced it, you were like, Budo? Before Tujabang?
Come on, man.
What are you doing?
Gotta have TJ Bang in there.
You guys don't know what the hell you're doing. He's got a rocket for an arm.
I think this is actually the first Budo that comes with a gun, so that is a market improvement.
So apparently, Budo has been tired of running for the hills for 30 years. And he's like, I need a weapon.
It's growth, man. It's growth.
I got to update. At least a little, I got to update.
That's straight Sun Tzu, man. That is like chapter 5. Get a gun.
Yeah.
You moron.
Look,
Snake Guy's got a gun. He's a ninja. I should probably have one.
Samurai and ninja existed well into the age of firearms, and both of them used them.
Couldn't Budo reenact the Raiders of the Lost Ark thing? Where he swings the sword. He can be both. He swings the sword forever and then just pulls out the firearm and lets it work.
And camera jumps over to the other side, and Budo pulls out a gun and blows him away.
I'm digging it.
Samurai existed while the same time Abraham Lincoln existed. There were revolvers at that time.
Right. There were not just firearms, there were covert firearms.
Wait, are you suggesting that Abraham Lincoln was a samurai?
I'm saying you could have met one.
Everybody knows Abraham Lincoln was a vampire hunter. Thank you very much.
Let's move forward with number 3.
Yeah.
Yes. San Diego Comic-Con exclusive Dreadnought Cold Slither Band of Vipers commemorative tour set. 34 points. Joe Slepsky put this at number 1. I had it at number 3. So did James Booth. You want to talk about hitting all the notes on a convention exclusive? This hits all the notes on a convention exclusive.
Yeah.
It's not mandatory. It's not necessary. It's something that they put a lot behind. If you want to look down on my list, the Cold Slither LP, I think I had at number 9 because they put real effort in it, right? Like this is a very niche piece of G.I. Joe that they tried to push into the mainstream and did a pretty good job with it. Like they put the resources in to make it legit. I'm all about the Cold Slither energy from 2025. One of the best parts of Classified last year, and this set is pretty incredible. For it is exactly what you expect it to be. Again, it's not necessary. I don't even own it, but it's perfect, man. Like if one comes along at the right price, I'm probably grabbing it. Like if this thing hits the clearance rack at Pulse, I may not be able to say no. Unfortunately, budgets. But Phil, what do you think?
I actually had it at number 2. I don't know why it forgot me on that list part, but I will fully admit my love of this set is absolutely colored by the fact that I was at their concert. But I mean,
part of the market.
This set is like the full band, a full friggin' drum set, and don't short the packaging, giving them, a venue to perform at where, if you're just a little gentle removing stuff from the package, you can still keep that as, a diorama display or something. It's great. It's goofy. It's way too much effort for one episode of the cartoon, but that's perfect.
But it's a memorable episode.
You never know where your cult followings are going to form. Mark Weber, you looked visibly dejected when this was announced.
Hey, man, convention exclusive, that's exactly where this kind of thing should go. I guess I wince a little bit because I used to remember what my tooling budget was for a whole year.
Right.
And I'm like, well, or I could have made a drum set, I guess. So maybe that's an unfair comparison, but you know what? Convention exclusive, cool. And if you were going to do Cold Slither, absolutely. But I look at the time and the effort and the money that was given into the promotion of this, and I just wonder if it could have been better spent on file cards.
Stop file
or something.
So, a website that you can actually go to. You know.
I'm not trying to poop on this. If Cold Slither was your jam, literally, this is fantastic execution. But I also think there's a big chunk of the community that went, cool. Yeah, I don't need that.
Right. But that's fine. Again, it's a convention exclusive.
But it's a chunk of the overall tooling budget, Mike. A new figure didn't get made because they made a drum set. So
but that drum set will turn up someplace else, I'm sure.
I hope not.
Maybe not in G.I. Joe.
Yeah, but that doesn't help us. Right? Like it's not a zero-sum game, right?
Right. But do we know
came out of the overall bucket?
Is this the classified bucket, or is this the San Diego Comic-Con bucket? Is there a bucket for San Diego Comic-Con?
I think it's brand specific. I don't think it's separate.
Because I know HasLab is its own bucket, so it's possible that maybe this is its own bucket.
Not again. I worked there a billion years ago, but there was allocated budget for your own brand's exclusives. So it's not harmless to have spent that much on this. It would have been something else had they spent less money. So that's all I'm saying.
Now, mind you, I don't have this at number 3 on my list if we're getting 4 carded releases of the 4 members of Cold Slither on Target shelves, because man, that would be a line killer.
Yeah.
So I understand, but again, as a concept, when you're just going to create an event, man, they hit all the right notes with Cold Slither.
And I'm not ripping on that. The execution of this, if this is what you were going to do, home run, absolutely.
Right, from this to the LP to even Super 7 stuff wasn't bad. It was just the repaints of Zartan, but for Super 7,
I wish we did more than Zartan for Super 7, but
that's what they do, right?
I just noticed this. If you look at the logo on the main drum,
right,
look at it close and squint, you can see Flash.
That's true. If it's like the drumsticks that Buzzer is holding are actually the shoulder stocks for Flash's laser rifle.
Oh, see, there you go. Good to know.
See right there, reused tooling. But look, man, we know that they're spreading that out. They're not going to not do Flash. My concern about them doing Flash is that I was hoping that Classified would remain strong enough that it would be viable by the time they got around to it. I don't think I'm not as concerned about that anymore. I think there's at least a couple more years, especially after the year that Classified had, both in terms of sales and in terms of quality. So that's much less of a fear on my part than it was, say, 2 years ago when that laser rifle showed up the Dragonfly HasLab.
Also, remember, this set does not exist in a vacuum. There was a comic book tie-in, there was record album tie-ins, there's concerts, YouTube videos, the whole record company push on this stuff. That's all coming back to marketing for G.I. Joe.
Right. I would say that Cold Slither probably did more to drag lapsed fans back in than anything else of the Classified era.
That's possible. It's ungageable.
It's. I agree. It is purely anecdotal, but I would say that if you haven't paid any attention to this in 25 years, and then all of a sudden there's a Cold Slither thing, video showing up in your YouTube feed. Yeah, that probably trips a hammer. It at least gets you to watch that.
Remember this one cartoon from 40 years ago?
Everybody seems to.
I remember it more than the movies.
I think this is less of a mainstream creator than a lot of people think it is or think it was.
I would put it up as whatever the impact Cobra La made negatively. I think this episode may have positively.
So it's a net zero.
So yeah, well, at the end of the day.
So it's got a 6.7. See, we are hip and relevant, kids.
I think we just missed on that one. I think we're
probably
about 3 weeks past that one.
That was so last year.
Moving forward. Number 2, we are getting close to the top. What's it gonna be, kids? Any bets?
I got one bet.
What's your bet?
Well, the Rattler's got to be here somewhere.
Number
I
2.
put it at number 2.
Hasbro Classified, Walmart exclusive. Now watch them get a big head. Richard Crystal Ball King, 42 points. I had him at number 2. A lot of Budo vibes coming on this guy. Same thing. Talk about a dude that you wouldn't think twice about. They made him pretty freaking cool, didn't they? Absolutely love the nanotech bent they gave him. I like that story-wise they've given him his own troops. Like Crystal Ball has a point now. I'm all about it. This is awesome. I feel bad for everybody that had their order canceled on him. That's apparently still a problem. Good job, Walmart. Way to follow up on the home run that the classified people give you. But yeah, your thoughts. I know, Mark, you had this one on yours as well as you had the what are the Vipers with him? I forget what they're called. The Ghost Vipers?
Ghost Viper. Yeah.
You had them too. What are your thoughts here?
I mean, it's just the newness, right? I love the newness. And if you're going to spin a guy a different way, why not spin a guy everyone hated? Right? Nobody's like, where's my Hypno Shield? No, this is so much better. And God, that coat is so good.
Yeah.
And the little paint details on like the gold buckles, they didn't have to do that, right? But it makes it pop like crazy.
Right.
I just dig this like crazy. And I think it's perfect not to, I hope they don't go too deep into it. Like, I don't need to see 5 more troops for him.
Right.
I think we're good. This is hit it and quit it.
Right.
I love what they did. Now we move on to something else new and cool.
They're going to do a bat, so let me temper expectations. They're doing a bat because they always do a bat.
Yeah, it's fine. But the only thing, and you have to correct me if I'm wrong, but these guys weren't glow in the dark, right? For their cool green neon stuff. Man, I'm a sucker for glow in the dark as long as you don't overdo it. And I would have done that for this and the Ghost Viper. Through the roof cool. So as it is, though, I think they're both gigantic hits. And this is an absolute salute to the team, especially the design, right? You took the guy who is the punching bag, the definition of shelf warmer. Back when G.I. Joe did not have shelf warmers ever. This was the guy you went past 8 of to find nobody else, or maybe a 9th crystal ball, and go, oh, and then leave the store. Even if you didn't have him, right? You were mad at him. I'm not sinking $3 into that guy. Beat it. So
this guy came out in 1987, which was a year when they sold more G.I. Joe than any other year except 1986. And he stunk.
Yeah.
Like, they still couldn't sell him. That's how
still
it was.
Still on shelf somewhere.
Right. I'm positive there are some remote Walmarts in Georgia and Alabama where you can still get 1987 Crystal Ball, busted O-ring and all, on the pegs.
You can order that. They won't cancel that order.
No.
Mm-mm.
If they can find it.
Right.
Travis Moody chiming in there. Best of the year. It's a truly remarkable feat to make this guy that.
Yep.
Absolutely, man. Racktime Rob, what do you think?
There's an old saying that there aren't bad characters, but characters done badly. And Crystal Ball kind of makes that argument that this is a reclamation project of the highest order.
Yeah. Phil Donnelly, anything to chip in?
Well, as someone who had their pre-order canceled from Walmart, I still don't have one, so I don't really have much to speak on the subject. I didn't have him in my top 10 because, frankly, I kind of forgot about him. But I also never hated the original Crystal Ball, so this one isn't so much of a reinvention to me as it is just kind of an update. So
He'd have been a little before your time, right?
no, 87 was like the first year I was getting Joe's. I got
Right.
Fast
I think-
Draw, I got General Hawk, I got Falcon that year.
Right. But how old were you?
4 or 5-ish.
Right. So you at that point, Phil, what I'm saying is, like, you're not where, like, when Crystal Ball came out.
I'm not a jaded collector by 87.
I was 12. I was still buying G.I. Joes. I still have a number of those guys from the 1987 edition. I ignored Crystal Ball like he had the plague. You were 4. You were like, oh, hey, this is pretty cool.
He's got a lenticular shield.
Yeah, it had G.I. Joe on the label. You were in. You didn't care. So, while you may have had him as a kid, he wasn't. You weren't there to hear the wet slap that he landed with.
And not to pile on, but Phil, just because a store canceled your pre-order, you got to move past that, man.
Really?
Wow, really?
It's not. It ain't Crystal Ball's fault, right?
I've got some cooking ware I should introduce you to.
Right.
Remember, he was also cool in the Scoop miniseries where they made him kind of a cult leader and he was extra creepy.
He looks like Rasputin.
Yeah, so he's been redone well twice at least.
Right. Diana Davis digs the lean into the horror side of things. Absolutely. It's a different avenue you can take. Love it. Love it all.
He looks like evil Doctor Strange. I mean, it's just.
Yeah, I didn't have the Ghost Viper on my list because repaints, whatever. Repaint's done really well, but you gotta blow me away if you're just gonna make a repaint. And number 1, truly a drum roll moment.
Python Patrol.
Yeah, who else? What else is it gonna be?
At this point, it's kind of a given.
I like what the Rattler's going to finish 11th. Yeah, sure, that's right. It's the Rattler. We all love the Rattler. I hate myself for loving the Rattler because my God, what a hoss!
A moose, but it's a beautiful moose.
I have said for several years that the Hiss Tank was kind of like adopting a cat, only you don't have to change the litter. This is like adopting a medium-sized dog. And mine isn't even open. Only Racktime Rob's is the only one that's open in the apartment. It takes up an entire corner of his room. And it's just what a beast. But my God, what a glorious beast. The figures are excellent. You've got the display pace, which is nothing new, but it makes it look so cool. The customization is great. They did all the missiles and bombs and small details well. Wild Weasel gets more love than he should. That Baroness figure is killer. Phil Donnelly, your thoughts?
I will admit, when the HasLab went up, I wasn't really blown away by it. But then they brought it out at Comic-Con, and I got to see it inches from my face, and I just fell in love with it then and there. Light up features, bending wings, open paneling here and there. It's just a classic vehicle done really, really well. And I can't hate it for that.
Right. They didn't reinvent the wheel. They just made it fly. Mark Weber, your thoughts?
The thing that struck me, and it was recently, somebody had a photo up recently, and it's just the Baroness figure with the normal head, not without the helmet head, and they had just lit it really well, and it didn't look like a photograph, but it looked like a painting. It was so good, and I'm like, it took me a second. People in the comments were like, "Did you AI that, or what's going on here?" And he's like, "No, dude, just well lit." And I'm like, I know it's not, you can't really call it a secondary figure because it's such a big part of this overall set, but to have that kind of attention to detail on the secondary figure that comes along with Wild Weasel, who a lot of people, who has, I think, outsized popularity for his actual contribution to the entertainment over the years.
Right.
But who I always loved, and I think there's a lot of people who really liked Wild Weasel I think they've kind of extrapolated. He must be that cool all the time. We still see him all the time. But the jet itself is perfect, right? Like, this is what a HasLab should be. It should be something amazing that you never thought you'd get at this scale. And it is an absolute hope.
Yeah. When it's all said and done, I really think that this will be the centerpiece of my classified collection. Like I'm a big Hiss Tank guy, but man, my favorite as a kid was right here.
Yeah.
And so to see this thing in this size and this scale and done this well, it just when the day comes where I am able to have a space for my classified collection, I know this is going to be front and center.
It doesn't hurt that it's one of the most iconic aircraft of all time. Not talking Rattler, talking A-10, right?
Right.
So and they juiced it up and gave it to the bad guys.
When the model of jet is good enough to have its own fan section, right?
Yeah. When they keep trying to retire it, but they can't.
No. It's too slow. Whatever.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
It's a flying tank.
Yeah.
Nothing does that job better. So
Volkswagen Beetle-sized gun.
I think if you manage to shoot one down, it would probably just drive around and still shoot it.
Right.
Yeah.
Ragtime Rob, your thoughts?
This thing is a moose. It's a glorious moose.
It's beautiful.
There's some divine intervention on the G.I. Joe HasLabs where they just seem to dial everything in that they wanted to do with all HasLabs, and they always seem to get dialed in on the G.I. Joe stuff.
Yeah.
It's the little details that they nail. I mean, even like with the Snowcat coming up, you've got the little details of the camping equipment and the bivouac and stuff like that really juice that,
Yeah.
And,
well, they understand too that figures drive this thing.
Yeah.
And no offense to the gunner, who's perfectly fine, but if we were going to just sit and list the 10 best classified figures, Baroness and Wild Weasel might both be on that list. Baroness is definitely on that list, and Wild Weasel's probably checking in somewhere at 8, 9, 10. So or maybe at 6, 7.
He's in there. You kids, you're so young and hip.
Yeah, but they just seem to nail the HasLab.
Yeah,
for G.I. Joe, they just.
Yeah, from what I understand, from how it's been presented to us, the HasLab is its own team, but they lean heavily on the design team.
Yeah,
and they've got their own budget, and that has to make somebody like Lenny just foam at the mouth. It's just every box is checked on this one. It's ultimately my degree of satisfaction with the Hiss and with the Rattler is ultimately what pushed me over the edge to get the Snowcat. Right, like, because for the Snowcat, I like the Snowcat, but I'm in that spot where I'm running out of space, budget is tight, and everybody's in that spot. But it was like, you know what? If I get this thing, it's going to be awesome. I'm going to get blown away by it because that's what happened the other 3 times.
Yeah.
And so I think that speaks to how great this is.
I'm going to regret it if I don't pick that up. Yeah.
Right. I have to get the next one because it's not going to go from this to crap. It's not possible. It's not possible. And so that right there says number 1 almost on its own.
You say that, but
HasLab 2030 mobile battle bunker.
Yeah.
We're talking.
You say that now, but next year the HasLab Cobra Rancor.
Hey, something they deserve credit for that I think got glossed over a lot is giving you a helmetless option for Wild Weasel, right?
Yeah.
Right.
Never been done before.
Never
Did
been
not have to do it, right? But it's also uncharted territory. No
Right.
one can tell you that's wrong or that's not canon. You know what? It's canon now.
Right.
Yeah.
To take that opportunity was really, really smart. Really smart.
We never saw Wild Weasel without full getup in any media. And so just to, shoot, they haven't done that for some guys we have seen without helmets.
Right.
Barbecue looking at you.
Oh. Hey, I happen to have a Slaughter's Marauders barbecue if anybody's looking for it.
We
know.
Guess what? It's been 10 months. It's gone up in price, baby.
2 cents.
$17.50. Yeah.
It's now $13.75.
So that's what we got at number 1. To wrap up, honorable mention Retro Flint came in at number 11 with 11 points, ironically.
Aw.
And then Mainframe came in at number 10, just short
Just a little short.
of the top 10.
Woo.
I'm letting everyone at home react.
That's what Serrana said. That's what Serrana said anyway.
We got
Heyo.
others receiving votes. Always some surprises on here in terms of guys that didn't turn up in the top 10 that I would have expected going in.
Just a heads up there.
Yeah.
$15.99, baby.
That's my auction.
Everybody should get a
Yeah.
spare.
$80 shipping though.
The MMS with Hawk is something that I'm kind of surprised didn't get its way onto the 10. I figured somebody would put their flag in the dirt on the MMS with Hawk, but nobody
I was
did.
close.
It was that or the short fuse Steeler set for me, but I just like the figures more than the vehicle.
I would have thought Retro Cover Girl turned up. I thought that was a different enough take on that character that it kind of bent my expectations of, oh, hey, repaint. They did some cool things there. We had a number of Reaction Plus figures turn up in the others receiving votes category. A couple of comic books. I had Silent Missions Beachhead in my top 10.
Duh.
Look, man, I thought that was
Homer.
it is a little bit. Part of it is my favorite character. But another part of it, that was easily the best of the 5, right? I don't think I'm throwing things out of whack.
I'll give you that. I'll give you that.
Phil Hester killed that thing. It was great. Mark Gerwig had Skybound's G.I. Joe 13, beginning of the Dreadnought War, in his list. So comic books are starting to turn in here. I mean, they're eligible. If you guys ever want to put an issue of a comic book in here, go for it. Desert Scorpion was one I expected to turn up more. But I know for me, it was in that category of things that got done great from its 1980s, 90s iteration, but wasn't one of my favorite characters, so I kind of forgot about it. Hence, Footloose appearing a little bit further down the list. That was from me. Like Footloose is great, and this year is so strong that one of my favorite guys, I think he got into 9th place on my list. Like that's how strong Classified's offerings were this year.
Was he weighed down by his full diaper?
He was a little bit. He would have risen a few spots if they didn't have the realistic smell.
His announcement didn't leak so much as seep.
Right.
Ooh.
Hey man, it's getting late.
And that brings us to another word from our other sponsors. Depends. When you got some juice loose in that caboose, you got to depend on your end. take care of that problem lickety split. Depends.
Please don't say depends and lickety in the same sentence. Ever again.
That wasn't an accident.
Ever again. You do that again, Mike, you ban yourself.
That's okay. All right, fair enough. I was on the fence about the Mad Marauders Slaughter and Mercer set, but I couldn't do that because of Mercer. Truthfully, I love that Sarge figure, but Mercer's he's fine. Like there's nothing wrong with it. But Law and Order, I thought might place a little bit more because that dog is fantastic. But I think he got hurt by Mutt being so strong last year, right? Like we all saw Mutt in Junkyard, and we kind of forgot Law and Order, right? Yeah. Anyways, so those are my impressions there. Anybody have any thoughts on others receiving votes? That's why they're
I think it shows the depth, right? There was a lot of good stuff this year, and
there's no
I think
on this list.
I'm some of the support for the Reaction Plus stuff because I really do like the selections they're making.
Yeah,
you can argue about are the figures as good as they should be? Yeah, maybe not. But I like where they're picking. It kind of reminds me of where the club used to pick, of guys that weren't so good that Hasbro would say no, but who's in that next area, right? Feels like they know where they're going. Big Lob's a great example, right? Give us a 3 3/4 Big Lob. Of course it's going to sell.
They're good at mining the C list.
Yes, yeah. I think they've been very smart with their selections. If you're not down with how they look or feel, I don't say that's semantic, but I think the choices have been excellent.
I'll agree with that 100%. I think out of the 3 that we see here listed, like Big Lob is probably the best for me. Serpentor would be second. Arctic Destro, I love the idea, but I really feel like the execution on that one did not warrant. But again, I love the idea. I love that we were getting an Arctic Destro from them because that's what they're here to do.
They should have given him like a powdered sugar.
Right.
Yeah.
Kind of a beignet.
Like the Person of Cobra, Arctic Destro.
But then it also could have been cocaine blowout Destro, and nobody wanted it.
Yeah.
He's straight out of Studio 54 anyway, so sure, why not?
Suitcase full of money.
Right.
Why not? Big open shirt with the fly collar. Yeah, absolutely. That is in character.
Yes, Cobra Commander.
He loves the nightlife.
That puts a bow on the top 10 of 2025. Everybody, that is all we wrote. So be sure to tell us in the comments down below what you think. Give us your top 10 if you want to. We do try to react to these things. So make your case. Do all that cool YouTube stuff and help us out by interacting a bit. Again, if not your top 10, then maybe your top 5 or maybe your top 1. But let us know what you think about what we got to. Moving forward, let's get right into shout outs because we've been here almost 3 hours. We got to get out of here. Phil Donnelly.
Yes, sir.
Shout it out.
All right. As usual, I'm going to shout out my partner, Patrick Stewart, on Articulated Points. He's the one who was leading that Super 7 Reaction Back to the Future figures look on our newest video. And check it out. We also love to go into G.I. Joe stuff from time to time, as well as other toys and occasionally Disney. So that's all waiting for you. You really want. Shout out to Mark Weber for finally crawling back.
Literally, yeah.
Linking back to streaming where he belongs.
Please.
And shout out to the audience for always tuning in, especially on a really long episode like this one.
Yeah, we've held the audience tonight, so I appreciate you guys doing that. Racktime Rob.
Hey, pardon me.
Don't die.
Yeah, try not to. Shout out to the studio audience for hanging in there, and always showing up. A quick happy 60th birthday to the original television show that warped my mind, Batman.
Oh man.
Oh yeah, this is the exact 60th anniversary of the second part of their premiere episode. So last night was the 60th anniversary of the premiere episode, and of course, there's always 2 parts, twice a week, at least till the third
This is
season.
the premiere of the Same Bat Time, Same Bat Channel.
Yeah, this is when you had to tune in on that same bat time and same bat channel. So, first villain, the Riddler. So,
Right. We would have to
Frank
wait.
Gorshin.
We'd have to wait a week to see Cesar Romero's mustache.
Actually, I think he was the third villain. I think they went to Penguin next.
I don't know. Sure. I love them all. Tell me a dud villain from that show, and I'll tell you. I'll call you a liar.
Well,
Egghead.
you give it dud villain
Egghead.
from that show, and you got Louis the Lilac. But
All right. Egghead was Vincent Price, you animal.
So
A-list.
A-list.
Mr. Zero. You had
there are
two
no
different
bad.
ones.
There are no bad characters.
Right.
Eh,
That could have been bad, but they made him Vincent Price, so he was kind of awesome,
Yeah.
Joker's got a shoulder. Call it Egghead.
right? Joker tweaked a knee. It's a get Egghead in here.
Cesar Romero shooting Ocean's 11. We got
We're out. We're out of the hot grade mustache paint. We gotta go with Egghead. We got plenty of bald head wigs. I'll jump the line because it's Mark's comeback, so we'll let him go last. I will reiterate Rack Time Rob shout out. Thank you so much to our live fans. You've stuck with a hugely long episode this week. We appreciate you. If you're catching us on replay, you missed the return of the Honcho, but hey, at least you're here for replay. You do count just as much to the algorithm. So we appreciate you tuning in there. If you're catching us on audio, hell, it might be 4 or 5 months before you hear this. Who knows at this point? We just had almost a month off. I got so little headway in that direction that I'm just sorry. There's only one of me. I can only go so far and dedicate so much time in a week. So we'll keep plugging away though, and eventually we'll get caught up on the audio episodes. But we love you guys too. So be sure to tune in and find us if that's your jam. Find us wherever you get your podcast from, because we're there. Like I said before, if you got some thoughts on what we covered tonight, make sure you get them in our chat, or rather our big comments down below. Make sure that you're doing all that cool YouTube stuff. About 25% of you don't every week. Somehow we are only broadcasting to 75% subscribers. I thought we were niche enough that if you were tuning in at this point, you'd just be tired of me saying this crap. But apparently not. And make sure you ring the bell for notifications, like I don't do for my own channel. But whatever. If you're here and you're watching at some point, I appreciate you. You don't have to necessarily be on time all the time. And two, what's really driving a lot of success for us in recent weeks is shorts. So if we come up in your shorts run when you're just trying to kill time in between meetings or in between classes or while you're trying to fall asleep at night, like those two, get those littered around. We got Mark Gerwig telling historical jokes. It's good times. We got Troy McKee being terrible on camera. It's good times. The shorts are marvelous. But thank you all for tuning in. And now to wind up this very special episode in more ways than one, the Honcho Mark Weber, your shout out.
I mean, I'm known for going long, right?
Right? That's
I
where
thought
you're
we'd
going. I was going to fall asleep if I had to wait till the end.
You told me we'd be out by 10, Mike, but
I did.
Fine.
No such thing.
But yeah, hey, no spin. Love being on the show. I'm so grateful to be back on the show. It's really heartwarming to get such a positive response from if you say fans, you sound pretty full of yourself, right? So from my friends in the Joe community, I never left really, but I definitely went dark, which is new for me. But it's really nice to be back, and I appreciate you guys welcoming me back. It does this grumpy old man's heart good. So thanks for that, and I'll see you next time.
I mean,
What are you doing next week?
I don't have that card up anymore. I was going to put your Return of the Honcho slide back up there.
Right.
Main.
I prefer Honcho 2 Electric Boogaloo.
All right. Excellent.
Honcho 2, The Quickening.
Yes. Yeah, I caught my own head and put it back on as I fell. I'm back for the sequel.
I'm all right. I'm all
Honcho
right.
2, Honcho harder.
First aid.
Right?
Next. I'm all right.
Well, hopefully we'll all be back at Honcho 3, the search for more money.
Or the search for money.
Yeah, that's good too.
That
Or
movie's being
Any money.
filmed right now.
We haven't found any of it.
Actually, they finished filming.
Did they? Fantastic.
Oh no, come on, we're trying to get out of here. But since you mentioned last week, Mark, it just so happened we'll be back next week at 9:05 p.m. for another episode of What's on Joe Mind. So until then, everybody have a great rest of the evening, a great rest of the week. Go get some sleep.
There
Your
it
thing,
is.
The button.
It's been so long.
Right, we'll get there. We'll get there.
It's cramping.
I found it.
Thank you.